they affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
Oh, don't tell me about them conspiracy theories. Have you and the kids had a wonderful life? I said, fuck no. Every time I turn around, goddamn fucking trolls are calling CPS, or the Frosts are calling CPS, or they're paying somebody in Oneida or Burton Springs to call CPS. So no, me and my kids have not had a wonderful life. Thank you very fucking much. You obviously have very poor memory. Dude, I'm a master of over 7 different forms of martial arts. I was a welterweight boxer. I was a fucking power lifter. Where the fuck are you getting an
Secular opinion?
Secular opinion.
the
in the
last 5
1800s.
seconds.
Listen.
And that's with me being a cripple. That's with me being
Yeah,
a
but
cripple.
that was in 1877.
Because them fucking terrorists on the internet told Clay County that it was a good idea to do this shit. And so Clay County's doing it. Now, they allege they even paid Clay County to do it. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But one thing's for damn sure, Clay County has done every fucking thing that these YouTube trolls have told them to do. Every fucking thing. Cut off Jerry's money. Take the kids away. Drive his wife insane. Destroy his marriage. Kill his mom. Take his mom's money away. Keep him from getting his disability. They've done everything that these goddamn terrorists on YouTube told them to do. So apparently, they think it's perfectly fine. Right? They think it's perfectly fine. And then when Jerry dies, well, then I guess we'll know the truth then, huh? But now, as an orderly of 14 years, working with the elderly, especially, I know what happens when elderly people get isolated. My mother never wrote that fucking will. Get it straight. My mother never wrote that will. Do you honestly believe my mom only left me $250 a month? Fuck no. I've got my mother on 3 goddamn videos saying the Frosts ain't even supposed to have nothing to do with them. They're not supposed to have nothing to do with me or my mother or my children or anything to do with me. They're not supposed to be involved at all. But see, the Frosts come in my house, stole all the fucking legal documents, gave them to Stella House rewrote them, and then they passed them off as legal in the fucking court. But my mother didn't write that piece of shit. And Clay M., bless his heart, did at least try to fight for me in this damn thing. He wrote a bunch of clauses in here. But the clauses are no good if I don't have the kids. And according to the goddamn district court judge, I got to have the kids for this shit to even work. So fuck it. Fuck it all. The gods are right. Let scorched earth, man. Scorched fucking earth. The gods are right. The gods are absolutely right on that. Scorched fucking earth. Because there's nothing I can do. There's not a goddamn thing I can do. And nobody is going to defend them kids or me. Nobody. Nobody. And it's all because of a bunch of fucking terrorists on the goddamn internet called Trolls, Haters, and Naysayers and the fucking Honor Network by Lenny Posner. Hey, Lenny Posner, I'm coming for your ass, bitch. When my kids get adopted out, watch and see if I don't. You think you're having your fun with Alex Jones? You ain't seen me in court yet, bitch. You ain't seen me in court yet. Because when my kids get adopted out, I can link it right to your fucking ass. You goddamn piece of shit. And that's a promise from me, Mr. Posner. That is a fucking promise. Now, I tell you, I want you trolls to listen to me. If my kids get adopted out, trolls, you'll wish to God you were never born. I swear to God. Because I'll sue the fuck out of you and throw you in the slammer for 32 counts of child abuse, and there won't be nothing you can say or do about it because I got your own fucking comments. What of you sitting there? Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I called CPS, and they'll hold up in court. I guarantee. I guarantee they'll hold up in court. So keep it in mind, trolls.
Want to throw your haters into outer darkness? Use Von's cursing hand.
Folks, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another impromptu stream. It was a big decision. Do I save this for tomorrow night? Nay. It's got it with folks. The lulls don't sleep. When the lulls happen, we got to be here to capture it with our frosty cups out and get it straight from the teat. Folks, this was a live stream posted just a few hours ago. And Vonhelton's mad. He's upset. He's old-fashioned mad, like someone said out there. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to sit back. Now, this is like an almost 4-hour stream of almost pure, unadulterated, untethered rage by Vonhelton. We're going to do our best to get through it tonight. If not, I may have to just cut you off. I may have to pinch off the teat and finish it tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But that's why I'm trying to do it a little earlier tonight, because we got a lot to get through. Vonhelton had a very upsetting phone call at the very beginning of this. that set off this downward spiral, this descent into Lowell's madness, folks. And nobody's going to say is going to calm Vonhelton down. Thank you for joining. Please thumbs up, all that good stuff, folks. Folks, reality is setting in. It's hitting Vonhelton like a brick. He gets a call from a lawyer who basically calls him a conspiracy nut and hangs up on him. So just if you didn't catch it today, excuse me, John made an announcement on YouTube that they were going over to Odyssey. It was a longer video. It was about a half hour because Vonhelton gets a phone call. He gets up, answers the phone, comes back. By that point, Solar Marshal is in the mix. And, of course, even though he's entered these streams, I don't know how many times, can never fucking figure out how to do it. But in any event, it's just for a moment. Vonhelton sits down, and he is 0 to 60 mad as fuck right from the beginning. Then they go over to Odyssey. Now, Odyssey takes forever to post. Fortunately, I remembered, I'm like, they post on Twitch. So on Twitch, you get the whole thing. Right from the beginning of the YouTube video, right to the bitter end.
Praise Jesus. We both got fucked with
I don't
no
have the
move.
volume on there yet.
Ooh, ah, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Isari Wilson donated $10 through Super Chat. As a member of THN, I want to promote the health benefits of eating dried grapes, #raisin awareness. Vaughn can't tell those jokes anymore, seeing as he's about to no longer be a dad.
Yeah, it's, well, folks, I don't want to let the whole cat out of the bag. Now, a lot of it is the same old, same, and thank you, Wilson, by the way. It's the same old, but he does spill a little bit of tea. And again, reality is hitting Vonhelton like a fucking semi-trailer.
Damn internet!
George Lucas has just donated $1.99 through Super Chat.
Folks, we got George Lucas in the chat. Thank you very much. This is Heineken worthy, so let's not waste any time here. Let's just get into it. Get your snacks, get your whatevers. Let's have a little fucking sippy sip. You know, I do believe they taste just as good on Wednesday night as they do Thursday night, folks. So this is I spared us the first 24 minutes or so. You're going to hear Solar's audio just for a moment. I apologize. Vonhelton is literally just sitting down. Look at the look on the man's face when he gets off the phone with a lawyer involved with the children's case. And let's just do it.
Sure. What's up, Bonnie?
John, we got bad echo. Bad echo.
I know it's crazy. It's on my phone. I don't understand that. I've got I do
Oh, that's gears.
Let me turn this down a little bit. Anything I think of? How about now?
Oh no,
sensitive.
Nope, still there.
Echo on phone. Okay, I'll turn it off.
Todd Melico 8 donated $38. Small price to pay for the incredible lulls today. Thanks for covering it as always.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the donation, folks. Lake Alice will be drained at some point.
Because I'm on my phone.
We'll talk to you soon, man.
Yeah. All right, that's cool. I was just seeing what was up. All right. I don't even know how to hang up on here. All right, there we go. All right, bro. All right, leave, guys.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I can't even hear.
All right, I'm gonna hang up.
God damn!
Man,
Wow, that hurt my ears. Anyway, that was the judge that was appointed to adopt the kids out. So, and he kept asking me stupid questions like, "How long has it been between my time of, who gives a fuck how much time has expired? That's not what matters. What matters is my kids have illegally been detained." Now the attorney has already shot that down in flames. He's already shot down in flames everything. Apparently this attorney believes it's okay for the Frost to pay people to lie in family court to get my kids taken. That's literally the guy I'm dealing with. Oh, don't tell me about them conspiracy theories. It isn't conspiracy theories when the foster parents testify that it was true. Then it's not a conspiracy theory. But see, I don't want to know about those conspiracy theories. Well, they're important. But see, I already see. Like I said, when the county
this guy you talked to was a judge, and he was asking
he's not. The guy I talked to is the attorney that is supposedly representing me insofar as getting the kids adopted out.
Oh, you're a lawyer. Okay, so your lawyer was asking you about stupid shit like how long have they been gone and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
how long? Since Andrea's been gone. How long is it? Well, fuck, I don't know. It's been years. How the fuck am I going to know how long it's been? It's been years. Then he says, well, how have you and the kids had a wonderful life? I said, fuck no. Every time I turn around, goddamn fucking trolls are calling CPS, or the Frosts are calling CPS, or they're paying somebody in Oneida or Burton Springs to call CPS. So no, me and my kids have not had a wonderful life. Thank you very fucking much. But see, he didn't want to hear none of that.
I think he was talking about was your kids having a wonderful life with you. I don't think he was asking.
No, he didn't know. He wanted to know what he wanted to know. I guess what he wanted. I couldn't make heads or tails of what he really wanted because I kept throwing his stuff at him, but I couldn't, come in on a laptop or something, Solar, because that phone apparently is whack. Have you got another phone? Now, you've been in this court. You've been in here 1,000. You've been in here 1,000. Well, I had Judge on my mind because I was talking about something else. Anyway, who gives a fuck? Well, it was my attorney.
All right. Okay. Let's
anyway, the point is, Solar, you've been in here 1,000 times. We never had no problems. Come in on whatever it was you was coming in on before. That's what you did.
All right. Okay.
Anyway,
so this lawyer who's representing you now. Hold on. This lawyer going to fight for the kids to come back to you? Is he actually going to make an effort?
No.
Did he say that? What is his plan when he goes to court?
He just hung up in my ear because I supposedly didn't give him the answers he wanted to hear. Oh my. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to know? The only thing I know is that I've got people paying people to lie in that goddamn court and take my kids over and over and over and over again. That's all I know. So what the fuck? Going to the authorities ain't doing shit. I went to the governor's office. The governor ain't going to do shit. The attorney general ain't going to do shit. Nobody's going to do a goddamn thing. But I bet you the gods that I serve will. You know what the God said? The God said if they adopt these kids out or these kids die of COVID or the COVID vaccine, that these rivers will run red with blood. That's what the gods told me. So let's find out. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? But yeah, that lawyer just hung up in my ear and me trying to explain to him that the whole goddamn thing is a bunch of shit, that the kids should have never been took in the first damn place. Go to my local news. Local news don't give a fuck.
I mean, we're broadcasting to millions of
people right now.
Yeah,
we're broadcasting to millions of people right now. So, that don't mean shit.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go back. If you want to continue this live show, we're going to go to Odyssey where we can speak our mind. Thank you so much for coming by.
Yes.
Take care, YouTube. But it was nice knowing you. But YouTube is not a safe space to be at.
No, it is not.
YouTube is not a safe space. So let me go ahead and put up the link to the show. That's the link right there. Odyssey.com/@Gishla. The big G. That's a capital G, not a lowercase one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's @Gishla, capital G, /SuperSo19. It was nice knowing you, YouTube, but fuck off. All right, let me throw up Odyssey. All right, let me know if Odyssey's coming through for you, Vaughn.
I've got it queued up and ready to go. You coming with us, Bumette?
Hopefully.
Just a disclaimer, folks. Of course, in true J-Dub style, once he's on Odyssey, there's no holds barred. You're going to hear a lot of F-gots and some hard R's on some words. Just giving you guys all a trigger warning.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. Let's see. I'm sorry that happened to you, Vaughn. I can't believe that was. I thought it was a good phone call, man. You said you were waiting for a big, powerful phone call, and then I'm like, okay, here it comes.
Okay,
And
yeah,
it's like,
we got audio and video, so we're good.
all right, good. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. That's fucking nasty. Now, the only thing I would have said, though, Vaughn, man, that you, fuck, man, you have no fucking buddy on your side. I don't care
No,
if you're fucking,
I've never had
even if
nobody
you
on my
think
side.
it's
That's
conspiracy theories. This is the problem. Even if your lawyer does think you're a fucking wag job and you believe in conspiracy theories, he's supposed to still represent you to the fullest instead of the
he's
law.
well, okay, all right. That's the key difference, though. Represent me, not defend me. Represent me.
Right,
Okay?
he's your
It's just like-
representative.
it's
Yeah,
just
a
like all
lawyer
these other-
represents you. Yeah.
Now, no, listen, okay, because I've already been through this a million times. Okay, what they do, they'll just come in and they'll literally just stand there in court and not say a word or do anything. They just stand there, and the judge just rattles off what he's going to do to me and the kids. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That is
Right.
representing you. That is what
Right.
representing.
He's not
you is.
supposed to just stand there like a fucking faggot.
Yeah,
and take his
yeah.
BS.
Actually, he can. Yes, he can. He
No,
absolutely can.
that's what I'm
He can
saying.
stand
That's
there.
not a lawyer. That's not a lawyer.
Dude,
A lawyer's
dude.
supposed to scream and shout and
No.
and say, "Judge, this is what you gotta do." This
You
is
said,
we
what should
do."
I do?
The lawyer,
You better fucking believe it. Go, 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 go.
Mr. Unite for the Chillwind has just donated $2 through Super Chat. A bug in the hair is no reason to take the kids.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So yeah, here we go, folks.
The lawyer's getting paid by Clay County. He go to defend me.
That's
with
what
a
I'm
shit.
saying. That's not a real. What I'm saying that lawyer is a fucking piece of shit. He should be drowned in his fucking own urine.
Dude, all of the lawyers are that way. All court-appointed lawyers are that way. They stand there and represent you, but they do not defend you. I have never once been actually defended in court. Not one time. Not one time have I actually been defended. The only time I was ever actually defended was when me and Joe White used to win those family court cases, and I'd get my kids back. But you notice that they got rid of Joe real quick. CPS hired
who's this Joe White guy? What happened with him? Who's
Joe
this
White
guy?
is now the county. Joe White is now the county attorney. But see, here's what CPS did. CPS hired one of Joe White's cousins so that Joe White would be forced to recuse himself in court. Isn't that dirty pool? That's some dirty fucking pool right there.
Yeah,
And then the
that's some nasty
prosecuting
shit.
attorney, now listen, and the prosecuting attorney that we fought in court against is now the judge that I'm facing in family court. Tell me that the deck ain't stacked against me. Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's
that's
stacked
nasty
against me.
shit.
But now this lawyer, I keep saying judge for some damn reason. No, it's an attorney. But this attorney, I wanted to say judge again. Damn. But anyway, this attorney, he kept asking me about, stupid stuff like, how much time has lapsed, but from Andrea being gone. Well, fuck, I don't remember. It's been years since she's been gone. How the fuck am I going to remember that? I don't remember. Well, all I know is
been gone. That's about 6 years now.
It's been a long ass time, yeah. And and
I'm like a
we said,
stuffed turkey
since she's been gone, have you and the
Stick
kids
me
had
with a fork. I'm all done.
Isari Wilson has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Wasn't Joe White his divorce attorney?
I can't remember. He's had so many goddamn public defenders at this point. I'm losing track.
good life? And I said, no. CPS is constantly coming out to the house taking my kids. How the fuck are you gonna have a good life? How in the fuck? This guy's an idiot. How in the fuck do you have a good life when CPS is constantly coming out taking your damn kids away? You can't.
You should have just said, yeah, sure, we're having a great life. Just bring the kids back. That's what I would have said. Yeah, we're great.
Well,
yeah, the kids are great. Let's go bring them back. You know, you gotta, you don't talk that. I can understand, like, okay, you're just bringing up, okay, trolls. SecularOpinion is a piece of shit, but there's nothing he could do about it. What is he gonna do? Like some fucking Canuck that lives in his mother's basement.
Well, apparently they've done quite a bit because all they got to do is call Clay County. Hey man,
yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. The problem is the government listens to anyone on the phone. That's the problem.
Well,
they listen to anyone.
here's my one regret from this whole fucking thing. My one regret is that I did not know more about women's issues. Had I known more about women's issues, I probably could have handled this a little bit better, because I would have known why she was writing those weird comments on Facebook. She was writing the weird comments on Facebook because she was going through postpartum depression. But see, I didn't know that because I wasn't up on women's issues.
What the fuck
had I known that,
are you talking about Andrea?
Yeah. See, she had the twins. Listen, she had the twins by cesarean section, and it was very stressful on her. Okay. And so as a result, she had postpartum depression. So, that kind of makes a woman wig out a little bit. And so she's posting all kinds of weird, goofy shit on Facebook. And that prompted the trolls to constantly call CPS. Oh, yeah, man, listen at her. She's threatening to do this and crazy, all kinds of crazy shit. You got to go out there and take the kids. All right. But now, see, these CPS women should have known better, because they are women. They would have known that she had just had those twins by cesarean section. They would have known that she was having postpartum depression, but they didn't care. They just kept coming out.
Facebook, man, nothing good ever comes from Facebook. That's why I only use it for streaming. I don't put anything private.
Well, and then on top of that,
that's the worst thing. Like, if you can go back in time and tell Andrea, don't open a fucking Facebook account. You fix the issues, you're back.
Can you hear me good this time?
Yeah, we hear you all right. You were echoing.
All right, no screeching. Okay,
well, I hooked my computer up. You gotta understand, it takes me a while. I have a camera.
Because I'm like a stuffed turkey for Thanksgiving. Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
Sorry Wilson has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Go sleep in the car. It's good for you.
That's what a wise man from Kentucky once said. Thank you very much, Wilson.
Thing out of it.
Right.
I'm a little bit concerned here. Okay. Did you talk to a judge or an attorney? You said a judge.
The attorney. Well, yeah, I know. I keep saying judge for some stupid reason. I don't know why. No, that was the attorney that is supposedly representing me in the adoption case. But when I kept bringing up the fact that the case was fucked to begin with, he didn't want to hear none of that.
Because I'm like a stuffed turkey.
Theories. Well, wait a minute. It's not a conspiracy.
Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
George Lucas has just donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Gender relations stream.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Lucas.
Theory. The foster parents testified there was no lies, so that was a lie.
Name on YouTube.
And then my kids testified that the house was clean and not dirty, so that was a lie. Okay, so there's two lies right there. I should have got my fucking, hey, Bumette, how you doing, sweet? Oh, Bumette created a channel. Hey, I'll friend you in a minute, Bumette. Hang on a minute. But anyway,
Vaughn, did you get the dog food today or not? It should be there.
Not yet. Okay. Of course, it ain't 5 o'clock either. I usually, UPS and FedEx. UPS and FedEx usually come in the afternoon, so.
Okay, so I was a little bit worried when you said a judge called you, because I was going to say I don't think he's allowed to.
No, he's not. Judges aren't allowed to.
Because then that violates the entire case.
Right, it does. Right, it does. But anyway, that's a moot issue. That's a moot issue. The point is that this guy kept asking me questions that really didn't matter. How long has Andrea been gone? Did you and the kids have a happy life whenever no, fuck no, we ain't had no happy life. The kids kept getting taken by CPS over and over and over again.
What did he say when you said, yes, we had a terrible life because they kept banging?
He hung up in my ear.
He hung up on you?
Yeah, he hung up on me. He literally hung up.
You were just telling the truth. I mean,
he doesn't want to hear the truth. That's what I keep telling you. When they're paid by Clay County, they don't want the truth, because the truth would get my kids back home, and they don't want to get my kids back home because these fuckwads have paid them big bucks to never give me my kids back.
Vaughn, can you call that lawyer back right now and tell him that you love your kids and you want your kids home right now?
No, my
that lawyer.
Give me the number right now. Give me the number. I'll call him right now and tell him that those kids need to come home.
John, he'll never answer.
No, he won't answer.
That's why he told God. He's probably right now at Subway getting a sub because he's probably 500 pounds, is trying to get down to 490. So he probably called Vaughn while he's waiting in line. That's how these attorneys are, man. And they don't give a shit unless they're paid for. But Vaughn, there's an old saying, a client that represents himself or the person represents himself and in court is a fool for a client. I just don't understand in a situation this serious with your kids being adopted out that you can't get some kind of fucking assistance as an attorney. I just find that hard to believe that you can't get a delay and you can't get I mean, this guy's claiming he's your attorney, right? But
yeah, he's the attorney. Well, okay, hold on. He represents me in the adoption. He doesn't represent me in regular family.
Right. He's representing you, but it doesn't sound like he's representing you. It sounds like
okay. It's like I was trying to tell John. Okay,
I was just saying that to Vaughn, man. This lawyer should be fighting tooth and nail for you with those kids.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. When you have a representative, that representative is not going to fight for you in court. They're not going to defend you. There's a difference between defending you and representing you. Okay, it's just like that feckless wonder. What was his name?
You're just speaking semantics. When we say a lawyer is your fucking representative, that means that he goes in. You tell him, look.
They literally just stand. No, John.
And then he goes in there and he says everything. He learns, dude. A lawyer is supposed to know every fucking page in a book.
John,
listen, stop. Let me speak.
TV.
A lawyer's supposed to know everything they're supposed to ever fucking know about the legal system. So he's supposed to use every fucking trick in the fucking book to get the kids back.
No.
That's what he's supposed to do.
This is not a normal attorney. This is an attorney.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking
for adoption.
I get it.
This is an attorney for adoption. For being the key word there. For adoption, not against adoption, for adoption. Well, the whole point of my case.
I understand that, but he's supposed to be on your side.
Listen. When we go into court in September, there is not going to be any oral arguments. There's not going to be a disclosure phase. It's not like a regular court. Family court is not like regular court. You stand there and the judge tells you what he's going to do. And that's it. That's it, man.
Yeah, but the lawyer's supposed to, yes, the judge makes the final decision. I get it, but the lawyer's supposed to give arguments to why the judge is supposed to be ruling in your favor.
Well, the lawyer wasn't interested in finding the truth. The lawyer just wanted to know how long Andrea had been gone.
So you're playing, okay, but that's not what we're talking about, Vaughn. I'm not talking about that. Yeah, he sounds like a fucking loser. Yeah, this lawyer should be taken out. No, he's not.
Listen, okay, stop. The lawyer is not a loser. He's not a bad person. The lawyer is just doing what he's told by Clay County, okay? He is told by Clay County that I'm a piece of shit and that I do not deserve my kids back. I guarantee you this lawyer has already been briefed. Vonhelton is a whack job. He's a crazy piece of shit. He's filthy, dirty all the time. He doesn't deserve to have his fucking kids. Just call him up, get a few questions answered, and then we'll adopt the kids out in September. I guarantee you that's what he was told. I guarantee that's what he was told. Guaranteed. I guarantee that's what he was told. Okay? But he's not a bad lawyer. He's just being told what his client is telling him to say. Okay? His client is not me. Get it straight up here. His client is not me. His client is Clay County. Clay County is who is paying his check. Not me. Now, if I was paying his check, oh, you're right. He would go in there and he would fight tooth and nail to get them kids back. But that's not who's paying his check. Clay County is paying his check, and so he has to do what they say, not what I say.
Lawyers on, but the thing is, I've had lawyers before defend me, and they were paid by Nassau County or whatever the fucking county.
The public defender wants to win, Vaughn. He wants to win.
Yeah.
Well, just, again, trigger warning coming up because John's going to say something in his own story. Now, listen carefully, but, yeah.
The public defense, they don't want to
fucking lose. It's about winning and losing. It's kind of like playing fucking sports, you know? He doesn't want to fucking lose. You're acting like he wants to lose on purpose.
You're acting like this guy's a faggot.
I've
He
been
just takes
through
in the
this for
ass.
12 years. What the fuck, guys? I know
Son,
what
the
I'm talking
problem
about.
is, the point,
They
as
stand
you
there.
would say,
all they do is stand there. They do
Vaughn,
not
as
fight
you
for
would
me.
say, the point is,
Every attorney since Joe White. Now Joe White used to actually fight.
Joe White was your mom's lawyer, right?
Joe White used to actually fight. No, my mom's lawyer was
Mike Black?
Jake Roberts.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
anyway, no. Joe White used to actually defend me in that court. That's why they got rid
Let's
of it.
pull up this Jake Roberts guy. What's his phone number? I'll call him up right now and say you need him.
Not going to answer, dude.
He's not going to answer you.
Attorneys,
He's not going to answer you. Attorney-client privilege, John. Look it up.
The only time
Okay,
an
but
attorney
we can't
answers,
give it a try. I can't give him a call. I'll say right now, Vaughn needs to get his kids back. We need to get his kids back right now. Let's help. What do we gotta do?
John, they don't care. They don't give a flying fuck. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Listen to me again. This court
You
case
just said this guy was a good lawyer and he was for your mom and he was fighting for your mom. So if I
told Vaughn, he just talked to Vaughn for 5 minutes and hung up on him and told Vaughn he's a conspiracy nut.
Yes.
You don't want to talk to Vaughn. He thinks Vaughn's fucking insane.
Yes, correct.
Now we all know that Vaughn is not insane, that he's just, different. Right? Tell Vaughn.
Listen. Let me say this again
because
the wording is important here, okay? The wording is important. We're going to court in September.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
To adopt the kids out. Not to try to get them back. Not regular family court, because in regular family court is where you argue to get them back. Now, I'm going to try that tomorrow. I'm going to try to get the kids back tomorrow. That will probably fail. But I'm going to try anyway, because now that judge I talked to, you're not going to believe this, but the judge I talked to, God damn it, I did it again. The attorney I talked to on the phone said it doesn't matter what this will says. That Clay County can take my kids whenever they fucking want anyway. And so my retort is, well, what the fuck is good as this will, which clearly states that no one can remove my children away from me until they turn 21.
That will fucking states that you get the goddamn money if the kids are taken, pal.
I get, according to this will.
Vaughn, I'm not trying to be rude, but are you sure you just don't want to wait till the kids are 18 and get them back? Because you're getting ready to get 11 mil, bud.
They're
11 mil for the kids, buddy.
They're not going to give me jack shit. Why are you guys not getting this? This has been going on for 15 fucking years.
Hold on a minute. There's something called a sheriff's sale. You could sheriff sale James Arnold.
He's got $11 million. He's going to go down there and buy it. Listen, Silver, as soon as it goes up for sale, you don't think his ass is going to be down there at that sheriff's office? Of course it is.
No, you sheriff sale him because he stole 11 mil from you.
I see what you're saying.
See what I'm saying?
I thought you meant
you own everything he's got, then you can dig the yard up. He's probably got the money buried in he's probably got these jars buried. I would assume.
I don't know. If he's smart, he does. Because if you give those $1,000 bills to the bank, all you get is $1,000. But if you give those bills to a collector, you get $100,000 per bill.
Depending on what condition they are and what the lettering and what meant, what time they were made.
Okay, now, admittedly, I'm going by memory. All right, I'm going by memory. But what little I saw of those, whatever I saw of those, they look like they were in mint condition.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
A mint condition one's, I think, 200,000 or was
200,000 a piece.
That one day when we were in private, we looked
it up. We looked it up.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, but see now, if
what
you get
the war bonds, Vaughn, they're probably worth more than
war bonds are $200,000 a piece too.
200,000 each.
Yes, they're 200,000 each. Correct. Well, Bumette, you know what the truth is, Bumette? The truth is, the gods may want these kids to get adopted out. You know why? Because if the kids get adopted out, the God said they're going to waste every motherfucker. They're just going to waste everything. Going to destroy everything.
Wait a minute, Vaughn. What's this? Are you talking scorched earth type shit?
Fuck yes. The God said so. The God
I
said
hope
if
a
the
fucking
God,
comment hit someone right in the head, right in Kentucky, I think.
the God said that if my kids are adopted out, killed by COVID or killed by COVID vaccines, that the rivers would flow red with blood.
You're talking people like Secular Opinion.
I don't know.
Let me ask you this.
Hold it. Let's not read more into it than what they said. What they said was exactly. They said if the kids are adopted out, killed by COVID or killed by COVID vaccines, that the rivers would run red with blood. Now, that's all they said. They didn't mention anybody's names. They didn't say how it would happen or what would happen or any of that shit. They just said that the rivers would run red with blood. That's all they said.
Vaughn, here's what I think. I think we should have a pay-per-view fight between you and Ernie Chrysler. Okay.
That ain't going to solve any problem.
10 grand.
It won't get the kids back. It won't get the kids back.
Well,
I'll be special guest referee there, so I'll be special guest referee.
It would be great to see you kick Ernie in the testicles, but then you got to watch yourself, Vaughn. He may kick you in the testicles. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It will be a jam-pack arena.
Yeah.
Wall to wall. I'll hire the women to walk around with the round cards because I'm sure you and him could do 9 rounds, no problem. No, I'm just kidding. You guys would both drop over dead within 30 seconds.
Dude, stop. You obviously have very poor memory.
He's a kung fu fucking master, so.
Mr. Unite for the Chill Wind donated $2 through Super Chat. A mustard spot is no reason to take the GD kids.
That's right.
Goddamn internet!
Isari Wilson has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Secular Opinion does not endorse these opinions.
I do not endorse these opinions. Though if it was to happen for $10,000, I would maybe even do it with a Heineken in my left hand, folks.
I'm a master of over 7 different forms of martial arts. I was a welterweight boxer. I was a fucking power lifter. Where the fuck are you getting an Ernie Chrysler?
Years ago. Vaughn, listen to me, bud.
Ernie Chrysler would last 5 seconds. Ernie Chrysler would last 5 seconds.
Listen.
And that's with me being a cripple. That's with me being a cripple.
Yeah, but that was in 1877. Listen to me, Vaughn. Vaughn, listen to me, though. You're not Vaughn. You can be the toughest motherfucker in the world. My cardio conditioning is so insane because of what I do at work.
Right.
Plus having to do other things. But listen, if your cardio conditioning is not good, Vaughn, which we know it's not that good because you do have a little bit of trouble racing down to get that plane. You come back and you're like, I'll
admit that.
Okay. So that's where I'm getting at. You're going to swing one fucking punch, right? And I hate to say this, but I'm worried that one punch you may drop over. I mean, just the excitement and everything like that.
Holy shit. Not that bad. Damn.
No, that's Brett Keane, actually, because he had to lay in bed to even do a fucking podcast. Imagine if you had to lay in bed to do a podcast. But, Vaughn, listen to me. You need to file an immediate thing with the judge. You can do this. You got to look it up online how to file a continuance because, Vaughn, you have to file a writ of or whatever that the council is not representing you.
I think it's writ of mandamus. I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
It's what is the name?
It's a writ of mandamus, I think.
Yeah, improper counsel or ineffective counsel. I'm sorry. You have ineffective counsel going on right now. We just watched it. That gentleman didn't even speak to you for 3 minutes, and he called you a conspiracy nut, hung up. The fact that he called you a name violates everything.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, stop. Here's the problem. The problem is like I said, this man is not paid by me. He's paid by Clay County. So he can say whatever the fuck he wants to me, and there's not a damn thing I can do about it. Not a damn thing. Okay? You keep forgetting the key point here. He's not paid by me. He's paid by Clay County. He can say whatever the fuck he wants to.
Yeah, but Vaughn, what if you would get a real aggressive, person next time that really wants you to win and wants you to actually get your kids back? This guy doesn't care.
That's what
None of them care. What are you going to
like? I'm talking out
None of them care. None of them care. They've been thousands of hate videos. Anybody that puts my name on the internet search is going to get nothing but hate. They're
Did
not
you
going
tell
to
him
get
to
all
do
the good
that?
shit I've
Did you
done.
tell him to
They're not
Google
going to
your
get all the
name?
times I served in soup kitchens and help the poor and the needy. They're not going to find that shit online.
No,
All
that's
they're
not
going to
gonna
find
matter.
out online is that I'm a goddamn conspiracy theorist, that
That's not gonna
I
matter.
allegedly beat my wife, beat my mother, beat my kids, molested my children, killed millions of people in cold blood. That stupid shit. That's all they're going to find on the goddamn internet. They're not going to find anything good or anything worthy that I've done ever. They're never going to find that shit on the internet. Never.
Well, my feeling is, Vaughn, that you have to file ineffective counsel very
Well, I'm
soon.
sorry, but Judge Harris. Judge Harris.
Got
He's already,
what, 3 weeks?
okay,
or
Judge
something?
Harris has already stated that if I try to appeal, he'll adopt the kids out
That's
automatically.
not an appeal. That's after you lose. You appeal. You got to file it now because, Vaughn, listen. You may get it. Some of these fucking guys are hungry. These public defenders, and they actually will work for you.
Dude,
You have
I
got
told him, listen, here's what I told this guy. I told him, I said, the initial reason for taking the kids was a bug in the head. Well, when the foster parents testified that there was no bugs in the head and that they lied, I should have got the kids back, but I didn't. All the judge did was change the narrative, or CPS changed the narrative to a dirty house. Okay, and then the kids come in. The kids testified, nope, the house wasn't dirty, which it was not, because Emily had been out like a week before that to see the house. So no, the house was not dirty. So that was shot down in flames. I should have got the kids back then. Well, then when that was shot down in flames, then CPS just changes the narrative again to, oh, he's got to get a job. Okay, so they just kept rearranging the chairs on the Titanic.
What did the lawyer say after this, after you told him this? What did the lawyer say?
Don't tell me conspiracy theories. Don't tell me conspiracy theories.
Well, he thinks that's a conspiracy. Yeah.
Yeah, and it isn't
weird.
because they testified in court that those were lies.
So he thinks
that's what I'm saying. And then I told him, I said, the time before this one, there was nothing wrong with the house. There was nothing wrong with the kids. Nothing wrong with me. We're taking the kids anyway. That's what Amy and Susan said. Said, we're taking the kids anyway. I said, I don't think you could do that. I think that's felony kidnapping. Oh, we don't care. We're taking them anyway. And I said, well, do you think you're above the law? They said, yes. And they took the kids. And there was nothing wrong then. So see, they're above the law. They take the kids, for any old goddamn reason they want. It doesn't.
Folks, just to let you know, I just got to step away from the computer for a couple minutes. I'll be right back. I'm just going to let this play. But just if you see an alert go through and I don't stop the video, it just means I'm not at the keyboard. But I will be right back.
No matter what lawyer, I can't request a new lawyer. They're all paid by Clay County. When are you guys going to get this? They do what Clay County tells them to do because that is who is paying their check. Now, if I was
I had a public defender paid by the county, paid by the government, and this guy was so good, he got me off so quick. My head
I wish he could work for me. But
the hell were you charged with? Fucking cats again?
Felony assault.
Oh.
Felony assault.
I was looking at 25 years.
Vaughn don't hang around felons. Uh-oh. This could be a problem. Look at the look on Irv's face. Fuck.
Felony assault.
Vaughn,
it was trumped up charges, all fake.
Right now.
It was fake. It was fake news.
All right.
Some shots wanted to fucking hurt me, so you fucking.
I was gonna say you just fucked yourself. Vaughn will never talk to you again. He doesn't.
Not if you're a felon. No, not if you're a felon.
Not allowed to collude with you, man.
I'm not allowed. Not allowed to collude.
That would have been it for you two.
Yep.
Do you understand that?
All right. Anyway,
I never served anything. I didn't even nothing.
All right. Well, anyway, someone in the outside chat wants to know how quickly the lawyer got you off, John.
I was like within 2 days, 3 days.
Damn, that's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you need. That's what I'm saying. If you have a fucking lawyer, and plus he was Jewish.
Well, see, here's the thing. Okay, like I started to say earlier, though, John, what you don't understand is that this is not a regular court. This is family court.
All I said to the guy, I said to my lawyer, I said, it's fake charges. They have cameras. They know what oh, really? He goes to me, oh, it was on camera? I said, yeah. He goes, he grabs the tape one day. He's filed the conference tape, the fucking videotapes. He looked at the tapes. He saw that I was the one that was the victim and not the one perpetrating. So I was the victim of felony assault. He goes, oh, it's you that was a fucking attack. I go, fucking sure, yeah, bub. And that was it. Case closed. He took it to the judge. He said the judge.
Did he countersue? Yeah, but did he countersue and get you a big windfall?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. The guy went to prison and everything. That fucking nigger went to fucking jail and everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Excellent. Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. You need a fucking lawyer that knows what the fuck they're doing. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
This
see,
guy
like I said,
seems
though,
like
this
these
is
lawyers that you get in Kentucky. Maybe it's Kentucky.
this
man.
is family.
Kentucky,
This is
a bunch of
family
rednecks.
court. But yeah, like I said, this isn't a regular court. There is no discovery. You know, discovery takes a day or two. There's no discovery. There's no nothing. You just go into court, and the judge tells you what's going on.
Yeah.
And Joe White told me this to my face. He said, by the time you go into court, they've already got it answered and settled anyway. They've already got everything settled.
Well, that sounds like a conspiracy theory. That sounds like they want to destroy you. That sounds like someone paid them off.
No shit, Sherlock. That's
Vaughn,
been the
hang
whole
on,
damn
man.
thing. They're paid to destroy my family. We got the trolls admitting that they paid these fuckers to destroy my family. Yeah, that's the whole point.
Do you mean to tell me that the Joe White, your mom used to hire him, told you that the hearing's already over before it's even started? They already have their
Before
mind
you
up?
walk into that courtroom that day, they've already got the verdict.
Well, what's the point in going the fuck in there then?
Well, that would be my question too, but I guess for semantics.
Vaughn, here's another thing too. You did say the kids are being divided up, right? They're not all going to one home. Am I right?
Absolutely. And he knows it too.
Terrible. That's terrible.
We know that for sure. Listen. This is important. When I brought that up about the kids getting split up, he never said no.
That's
so yeah,
they're
they are getting split up. Of course they are. They get more money that way, bro. They don't get as much money if they keep the kids together. So yeah, they're going to break them up. They're going to break them up and scatter them to the fucking winds. That's exactly what they're going to do.
I mean, okay.
I will never see my children again. That's right.
Well, wait a minute now. They know their name and stuff like that.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
They can look you up after they're old enough.
You keep forgetting. You keep forgetting. They're going to change their names. They're going to give them new identities. They're going to, because I'm so fucking evil. They'll give them new identities, new names, but they'll probably ship them to other states. They probably won't keep them here in Kentucky. And so, yeah, I'll never see them again, ever.
Vaughn, remember when you and I were younger, when people were adopted, it was impossible to find out who your parents were.
Correct.
Now, in the age of the internet and Ancestry.com, because you can do a DNA test, you can find out through Ancestry.com.
Yes, after I'm dead and gone, they'll find out who their real daddy is. Well,
no, the kids are going to remember Vonhelton. I mean, they know they've seen you online, right?
You don't think they're brainwashing these kids right now to hate me? Come on.
Hang on a minute.
You're not thinking, man. You're not thinking.
Okay, but hold on a minute here. I only know 5 or 6 other Vonheltons. You're one, Joe Vonhelton, Jim Vonhelton. There's a bunch of them around here. But no, there's no other Vonheltons around here. Look at Von's face. Yeah. You are the only one is what I'm saying. So when they search your name, they're not going to have difficulty finding you, is what I mean. They're going to remember Crane Creek Road. They're going to remember Grandma, right?
They're not going to care. They're not going to give a flying fuck. They're already being brainwashed. They already, listen, we've already.
You're prejudging, Vaughn. Vaughn, let me say something real quick. I understand what just happened to you for the past 10 years and 15 years, 20 years has made you jaded, but don't put that on the kids. You don't know. Don't speak for your kids. You don't know what your kids are going to do. You don't know what your kids are going to think.
I know what's already happened. My kids almost got Stockholm syndrome, and me and the foster parents actually had to talk them out of that shit. So don't tell me. And if they've already gotten Stockholm syndrome once, they'll get it again.
I used to think I was lost, man. I thought I was going to be a fucking goner, and then one day I changed. It happens. Maybe your kids hate you one day, but maybe they get a bug up their ass and they go.
What I'm worried about is the way Vaughn answered that. The way you answered that so quickly that they're going to brainwash them to hate you. I'm concerned with the way you answered that. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. That maybe they hate you now. I mean,
no.
You get that vibe from them when you see them on Friday?
No.
I know most of the time it's a Zoom video.
No. You're not listening. I told you that these trolls are telling these fuckers what to do. Brainwash the kids, get them to hate their daddy, take away Jerry's money, steal the kids over and over again, cut off all of his funds, prevent him from getting any support of any kind. Clay County is doing everything these trolls tell them to do.
Of everyone involved in this, I really feel sorry for Jerry, because Jerry is, if they separate Jerry,
I'm back.
He is never going to recover, because Jerry's
he will not recover.
He speaks, but he's just.
Here's what's going to happen. I can tell you.
Jerry's not all there. I didn't mean.
Listen. Hold it. I was an orderly for 14 years. I know exactly what's going to happen to Jerry.
I bang nurses. Does that help?
I know that doesn't help. Okay. What's going to happen to Jerry is
John. Wait till you see my new girlfriend.
He will become an introvert. Listen to me. Jerry will become an introvert. He will never recover, and that will be the end of Jerry. Literally, that will literally be.
What about his money? Are you going to be able to get that back? I mean, or not?
No.
I think you gotta have more faith in the kids, man. I think the kids are stronger than they look, man. The kids are gonna remember you in 10 years, 15 years.
Here's what I think, Vaughn. The fact that they are being adopted.
What's going to happen is their kids are going to go online. They're going to see their daddy as a terrorist and a murderer and a rapist and all this shit. And that's going to be the end of it, John. That's going to be the end of it.
Yeah, buddy. But Vaughn, I remember
this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start making. I'm going to start making videos on YouTube and making videos about how James Paul Vonhelton's a good man. He was a good friend. I'm just going to make hundreds of videos every day.
That'll just get buried. That'll just get buried.
Well, then they'll search for it. They'll find it eventually.
No, they won't.
Weren't you teaching the kids about how terrible Father Jay is? Weren't you teaching the kids about how terrible Secular is? Weren't you teaching the kids about how terrible these Kenny KPZ and these people all were? I remember you were saying, hey, look, these trolls here did this and this and this. That's why your mommy's gone. Remember?
That was years ago.
That was 2 years ago. They've only been gone 2 years, right?
No, they've been gone 3 years.
Has it been that long?
Yes. My kid was 9 years old, and she's 12 now.
Wait a minute, Vaughn. I remember like a week after they were taken.
10, 11, 12, okay? I can count to 3. 10, 11, 12. She was 9 years old. She was 9 years old when they took her. She's 12 now. So, yeah, it's been 3 years.
Just want to let everybody know.
Yes.
So
3 years.
So Vaughn, 3,
which is completely and totally unjustified. There is no legitimate reason. Now I can see if I really was beating up on my kids.
You haven't even had midnight 3 years, bro. Are you sure? Have you had midnight 3 years?
See, this is where Vaughn gets tripped up on his lie about the puppy potty training, because first of all, it's house training, not potty training. But anyways. In any event, Vonhelton claims it was a puppy, but we all know that Midnight was 1.5 years old. He was just letting it shit on the floor. Just keep that in mind, folks. Keep that in mind.
My daughter corrected me. I said 2 years, and my daughter corrected me. She said, no, Daddy, I was 9 when they took us. And,
Man,
I'm
I think
12
it's
now.
2, bro. I swear it's 2 because
it's been 3. No, it's been 3 years. She was 9 when they took her. She's 12 now. 10, 11, 12. You can count to 3.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. It was 2019 because I remember where I was working at when it was 2019. Yes. I don't think it's exactly 3 years, but I think it's like 2 years, 8 months, which is going on.
It gets confusing too because they did come home for a few months, then got taken again, then came home. They never came back.
Our Azrael donated $5 through Super Chat. Don't know if I remember right. Didn't the kids say they didn't want to come back?
According to Vaughn. Yeah. So like I said, it gets a little confusing because they did come home for a few months and then were taken right back out. So
3 years. I think that's where, yeah. I remember
you were working in, the place you were calling from.
I was building motorcycles back then.
It was a white break room or some shit that you were in. And it was like 3 a.m. or something.
No, that was fucking back in 2015. Oh. That was a long time ago. That 2016, 2017. No, I remember where I was when you first.
Let's take a poll in the chat. I just wondering out of people, like, give me a 1 if you think that Vonhelton has actually taken the garbage out since the picture of the puppy, Or give me a 2 if you think that puppy is still in the kitchen in the garbage.
First, I was
It's
where
like
I was at.
reminiscent. Like my mother used. My mother goes. My mother sometimes goes. I remember when Elvis died. I remember where I was. It's like I remember where Vaughn's kids were taken. I was
I
there.
don't remember none of that shit.
Vaughn, if you remember correctly, they came in and it was like the fall because they started fucking with you right before Thanksgiving. Remember? They always hit you on Thanksgiving and Christmas for some reason.
Oh yeah, like I said, I told this lawyer about that, and he totally fucking blew it off as conspiracy theory.
Did you tell him about when they took the kids because there were Christmas wrappings on the floor?
Yeah.
And he didn't believe you, did he?
No, of course not. Fuck no. Even though it's a matter of court record. They don't care. Like I said, this man is not paid by me. He is paid by Clay County. And he's going to do what Clay County says to do because that's who's paying his fucking paycheck. Now, if I was paying him, he would go in there like a fucking roaring lion and fight for me. But I'm not the one paying him. Okay, let's get it straight. Like I said, the last 4 or 5 lawyers I've had, all they did was just stand there. They didn't even open up their damn mouths. They just stood there and smiled. Well, what the fuck is that?
Well, Vaughn, I would try the ineffective counsel. You are to the point now where your back's against the wall. I don't know how you legally do it. I think all you got to do is fill a form out, sign the date. I don't even think you have to have it notarized in this day and age because the computer technically notarizes it when you email it. That gives you the time, date, everything there. Is it possible?
Nobody's going to do shit. Okay, listen, the governor has known about this. It's still Solar. The governor has known about this shit for years. The attorney general's office has known about this shit for years. Fucking Kentucky State Bar has known about this shit for years.
Kentucky's terrible.
The ombudsman has known about this shit for years. Nobody's going to do shit. I actually got into an argument with the fucking ombudsman in an email because the ombudsman didn't understand that they were taken because I was potty training a puppy, and then when I did prove to it that they were taken because I was potty training, there had to have been a legitimate reason. No,
what the hell
they didn't have no legitimate reason.
What do you mean? What's an ombudsman? I don't even know what that is.
The ombudsman is someone you go to if your social worker is fucking you over. You go to the ombudsman.
Oh, by the way, real quick, I just want to say something. Trump ain't running for president. His ass is going to jail.
No, Trump is not running for president. I don't know about jail, but he ain't running for president.
He knows that he will be indicted if he even thinks about running. He's fucked. So your guy DeSantis is the best.
Well, that's what they're doing this for. They're going after Trump because they know they want to try to stop him, just like what
they're going to go after his son Eric is where they're going to get him at. They're going to grab Trump by the testicles and pull with the heavyweights, people. And the way they'll get him is they're going to say, we're going to indict your son, your daughter. I mean, that's where they got him at.
Yep.
And there's just no way.
There's nothing he can do. Not a damn thing.
Say goodbye to $2 gas. We're going to be paying fucking $20. Think about it, dude. If we go into this fall with gas prices of $5, $6, $7, up in Alaska, it's $9 a gallon. I don't know if you know that or not. They have more oil in any place in the continental United States, but they got to ship it down here to be refined and then sent back the fuck up there. It's $9.50 a gallon in Alaska. That Alaska, do you guys know anything about Alaska? It's so expensive to live up there.
Population 500.
What?
Alaska also gets paid by the government.
It's too fucking cold up there, man.
Oh, I want to move up there. I want to move
50 goddamn degrees below zero. Fuck that shit.
I've been to Alaska a number of times. There's nothing that compares to it, dude. There's just nothing. The beauty of it's incredible. But yeah, Vaughn, I would send right now. Not right now. When you're done here, I would draw up something that says that you have ineffective counsel. This guy argued with you, called you names, basically called you conspiracy nut. That's calling you a name, and that
they don't care.
It's ad hominem. He's going ad hominem to the phone.
So Solar. Let's try this again.
The judge, though.
Let's try this again.
It's to
the judge does not care. The lawyers don't care. Nobody gives a flying fuck. Nobody. Now, again, if he was working for me, you're right. He wouldn't be able to call me names. But he's not working for me. He's working for Clay County. He can call me all the fucking names he wants, and the judge is just going to sit there and laugh. He's working for Clay County. Clay County is who pays his bills. He can call me a fuckwad. He can call me an asshole. He can call me a terrorist. He can call me whatever the fuck he wants, and the judge is going to sit there and laugh because he's not paid by me. He's paid by Clay County. And Clay County has probably already told this guy that I'm some kind of lunatic fringe and shit. They're not going to do a damn thing. They're not going to defend my children against fuck all. In fact, I'll go further than that. And I'll say that they probably actually believe that scattering these kids to the four fucking winds is better and preferable than them being with their daddy. How much you want to bet? I'll bet you $1,000 cash that lawyer has already been told that by Clay County.
Well,
you know how I know?
Bob,
because the fucking trolls told CPS and Clay County that shit.
The fact that they're separating the kids is terrible. That's fucked up, man. You know,
there's nothing that can be done.
Your mother
and once it's done, it's permanent. So Solar, you can't go and get it reversed. You can't go get it reversed. Once it's done, it's done. Even the district court judge agreed with me on that. Once the kids are adopted out, they're gone. And all legal ties are severed with those children. They're not going to get shit from this will. And the lawyer already told me the will don't mean shit. This will right here don't mean shit. We go into court and I show them this will, the judge is going to laugh at me and keep the kids anyway. The kids are getting adopted out. This will right here was my last chance to save my children. And according to that lawyer I just talked to on the phone, this will don't mean shit. It don't mean a damn thing. Now, I don't know why, because I figured this was a legal document and it would be binding. But apparently that lawyer, I keep wanting to call a judge. I don't know why. But that lawyer apparently he said it don't mean shit. And this was my last chance of getting my kid. This document here was my last chance to get my kids back.
That sucks.
And the lawyer says I ain't getting them.
No, it's not. I told you to try that one last thing, but if you're not going to listen to me, then you're not going to listen.
Solar, it won't do no. Holy fuck! All they're going to do is give me
counsel, Vaughn. Yes,
all they're going to do is give me another court-appointed attorney. That's all they're going to do.
Yes, but you might get one that actually gives a fuck. I'm telling you, there are some out there, man.
No.
Yes, there are.
Come the lawyer you got now is a fucking faggot. He's a piece of shit.
What you're saying is because the county pays the attorney, that the attorney's on the county side, and that's not true.
Well, then you need oh God, yeah.
Vaughn,
I wish you guys could have been in court with me. I wish you guys could have been in court with. I wish you guys could have been in court with me. I wish you guys could have been in court with me and seen how they do. They just stand there. That's all they do. They just stand there.
Are they real young, right? Because they're fresh out of college most of the time.
No, the fresh out of college one, those are the ones that will fight.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what you want.
I'm not going to get one. Sorry. You really think they're going to make that same mistake twice?
Well,
they're not going to make that same mistake twice.
You got to try, though, dude.
Dude, I told this lawyer on the phone what happened. 2 lawyers and a judge went into that family court and said that CPS were illegally removing my children. And the judge fucking ignored them. Just like the judge ignored
Vaughn, it just seems to me like you give up too quickly, man.
It's not a matter of giving up. It's a matter of there's no way to fight it.
Let people fuck with
it's
me.
not a matter of giving up. It's a matter of there's no way.
Well, I'll work 7 days a week for a year.
There's no way to fight it. Okay, stop. Do you really think getting a job would give me my kids back? Do you really believe that shit?
Vaughn,
because if you do, I got some small plan on the moon. I want to sell
Dollar General. I bet you any amount of money the Dollar General will hire you. How much you want to make?
I guarantee you they won't, because as soon as they go online and see all that filth, and as soon as they go online and find out I'm deep in debt, they ain't hiring me for shit.
That doesn't matter. Not Dollar General, buddy. Dude, you could go down there where you get your dog food and all that your food and shit and apply. And Dollar General typically pays good money. I'm not joking, dude. They pay like $18 an hour.
The fucking job thing. The fucking job thing was just an excuse to keep the kids. The job thing was just an excuse to keep the kids. Wake up, man.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if you would have followed through, maybe, you know, if got that job at you know, at the Dollar General or wherever, you just don't know what would have happened. Is what I'm getting at. You'll never know now, I guess.
Well,
I hate to see you give up like that.
It's not a matter of giving up, dude. It's a matter of knowing when there's no other alternative. Okay.
I Sorry Wilson donated $5 through Super Chat. Fun fact, I just got off the phone with Von's attorney. Solar Marshall is adopting Von's kids. That bag of dog food cost you more than you realize.
Thank you very much, Wilson.
If I had all my money, if I had my $11 million, then I could hire an attorney, and he would go in there and he would fight, and he would actually win and fight to win to get my kids back. And then if we didn't get the kids back, my attorney would file a change of venue, or he would bump it up to an appellate court or something. But that attorney, when I pay him, he's going to fight for me. He's going to get my kids back. This guy's not being paid by me. He's being paid by Clay County to do what Clay County says.
I'm not so sure that would be good for you, really.
What?
I'm not so sure 11 million would be good for you. That's a little bit too much fucking money. Although you spent 2 million already, so fuck, you blow through money quick. I can make 2 million last me a lifetime.
Well, that's because you ain't got a bunch of fuckwads harassing you on the internet.
Do you realize that Shanny for Christ ate $750,000 worth of food in 2 years?
What?
Well, close to it somewhere. They estimated 600,000 from what I heard.
Seriously, really?
Oh yeah, she found out Rev had all that money, and that was it. It was, you know, she fell in love with the money, not him. Now they live in a fucking hotel somewhere in Pennsylvania somewhere.
I thought wait a minute. It was stated that they had $2 million in Pennsylvania waiting on them when they left Colorado.
You said that, but man, I can't find any proof of that. But listen, I don't watch them much at all. I find them very disgusting.
Solar. Okay.
Their kids are going through.
Hold on. If they didn't have money in the bank, how are they paying their electric bill? How are they paying their rent? How are they paying? They paid that with the money they had in Pennsylvania, bro. That's how they were living.
Listen, you haven't heard what happened. Listen to this. They went back to that house that they sold to G-Man for $1, the dumbasses, right? G-Man sold the house out from under them. G-Man sold the house out from under them. They had to leave. G-Man bought that house for $1, sold it for like $75,000, dude.
Really?
Yes. And left because Shanny, I believe, was trying to get in G-Man's pants, and I don't think G-Man rolls that way. If you know what I'm saying.
G-Man. Okay, here's the thing. G-Man. Now as somebody, I have to agree. I'm forced to agree with the outside chat at least this once, because the outside chat is correct. G-Man was paying for everything. He paid for the utilities.
Yeah, he fed the kids.
He paid for everything. So I have to agree with the outside chat on that one, because G-Man did.
For that, right?
G-Man did pay. I have to agree with him on that.
I think that G-Man was trying to take care of them, but he realized taking care of Shanny
is impossible.
It's
impossible.
Feeding a whale is very difficult. Okay. And let's face it, Vaughn, she is massive. Her arms weigh as much as most people's bodies. I mean, I'm not kidding you, John. John, did you ever see this woman?
Yeah.
Ask Vaughn, he'll tell you.
Oh yeah, she's huge.
And
she's absolutely huge.
Vaughn, I can't believe it. She used to do nothing but bitch about Vaughn and what a terrible father he is. Let me tell you something.
And then her house was filthy.
When the truth came out, bro, she had her 13-year-old son laying in a bed that had been pissed on 1,000 times.
Covered in urine.
It was stained green,
literally
and yellow from
covered
piss.
in
I've
urine.
never seen anything like it in my life. This woman here Vaughn's never been abusive. They claim Vaughn's a neglector, like that Vaughn lets the kids go run around, raise hell, and do what they want. These people were abusive. These people here didn't give a fuck. And Jason used to be real mean and yell at the kids and shit. He got into a fight with the one and hit one recently and was arrested. The charges were mysteriously dropped. You know, that's kind of weird. I was just looking at that last night. But William E. Groff, if you're watching this, you're a bitch. And if I ever see you, my big 6'4", 250-pound ass gonna knock your fucking ass out because I don't like people that beat on kids, motherfucker.
Now
You
wait a
will
minute.
be the
This
kid
kid,
when I
this
see your
kid
fucking
is the
ass.
size. Wait a minute. This kid is the size of an adult. So
I don't give a
know.
shit, Vaughn. No. You're thinking, listen, it don't matter, dude. He like punched a kid or kicked a kid in the face or something. It's ridiculous. He's a jerk, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
He was a jerk. Yeah, I realize you lost all your money, Reb, but that was your fucking problem for going with that fat pig. Okay.
Yep.
You should have never went with that fat hog. She found out you had money, raced down your house. Yeah, it does suck that you lost all your money. Okay, it does suck. But let me tell you something, dude. Beating.
Chanel 69 Girl News donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Did G-Man sell the house?
Oh, I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe there's people privy to it, but there's speculations. I know they had to get out, and that was the plan. There's just so many rumors with not a lot of facts right now. I'm not exactly sure, but they're
on her kid ain't helping nothing. And yes, you did get arrested, and somehow he did get out of it or something. He pled a mentally ill charge or something. I forget.
Yeah, I don't know.
But at any rate, Vaughn, they fucking made fun of you as a parent, and look at them.
Yeah, well, you know,
you were a way better parent than them. You were
God,
just a guy you're a guy that needed a woman in the house.
Yeah, that's all I need. I just need a woman in the house. That's it. That's all I need.
You had a woman, I think you'd be all right. And that's another reason why they don't want these Asian women coming over and helping you out, the diplomats or whatever.
Well, why do you think they called all these cleaning agencies and told them not to come out and clean the house?
Oh, yeah. How did they do that? Did they send like an email out saying, hey, there's a guy named James Paul Vonhelton?
No, they probably called him on the phone. They probably called him on the phone. There isn't that many here in Kentucky.
Crazy.
There isn't that many. I even called Home Advisor and Angie's List. Yeah, we'll come out for $1,000. I said $1,000. So yeah, they were reached out to. Fuck yeah.
Well, no, I think all you have to do is give them your name, and they say, "Oh no, you're on like a list."
I'm on a list. Yeah, that's what I keep trying to tell you. I'm on a fucking list of some kind.
Somebody called down there to one of the major cleaning agencies, and they're like, "Okay, what's your address and what's your name?" And as soon as they said it, I guess that CPS or one of them can put you on some kind of list.
Yeah.
Somebody, a troll or something, did a video. They're like, my name's James Paul Vonhelton. They're like, oh my God, we can't help you. And they hung up right away.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
Crazy,
as soon as I mentioned my name, I got hung up on.
Sir.
Yep. As soon as I mentioned my name, I got hung up on.
Can we not clean your house? We can't even fucking talk to you. That's what they said. They hung up.
Well, they didn't say that.
Todd Malico 8 donated $10 through Super Chat. Look, FOEKS. Before you believe something like, G-Man sold the house for $75,000 from a guy that claims gas is $9.50 a gallon in Alaska, maybe wait until there's a
Yeah, take everything that Solar Marshall says with a grain of salt, folks. So I cannot confirm or deny any of that stuff. Thank you, Todd.
They didn't say that. They just hung up. But same difference.
They hung up. Yeah, they just said we can't talk to you or something like that. It was something crazy, dude. I was just like, oh my gosh.
No, they never said anything. They just hung up.
Well, no, I'm saying a troll called up and pretended.
Oh, you're saying a troll called them. Yeah.
And they were like,
maybe so. I don't know.
Yeah, they were like, oh, who are you again? Oh my God, we can't talk to you, and slammed the phone. Like, I guess because they're worried about getting called into court because you got a lot of court stuff going on.
I don't know.
That's probably what it is. They're worried about getting called.
We'll see.
About it.
Because I tell you, if my kids do get adopted out, Clay County is going to get a lawsuit as big as Mount Olympus. You can bet on that shit.
You might get some support behind you, for Jerry,
because there's no getting. Once they're adopted out, you can't appeal it. You can't try to get it back. There's no way to get the kids back once they're gone.
I'm worried about Jerry, Vaughn. I'm worried.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it, and neither can you. So I know exactly what's going to happen to Jerry. Jerry will become an introvert, and he will slowly deteriorate, and then he will die. That's exactly what's going to happen to Jerry. But there's not a damn thing I can do about it or you can do about it, because them fucking terrorists on the internet told Clay County that it was a good idea to do this shit.
To answer the chat, yes, I am in the Great White North. I am the King of Canada.
And so Clay County's doing it. Now, they allege they even paid Clay County to do it. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But one thing's for damn sure, Clay County has done every fucking thing that these YouTube trolls have told them to do. Every fucking thing. Cut off Jerry's money. Take the kids away. Drive his wife insane. Destroy his marriage. Kill his mom. Take his mom's money away. Keep him from getting his disability. They've done everything that these goddamn terrorists on YouTube told them to do. So apparently, they think it's perfectly fine. Right? They think it's perfectly fine. And then when Jerry dies, well, then I guess we'll know the truth then, huh? But now, as an orderly of 14 years, working with the elderly, especially, I know what happens when elderly people get isolated. They become introverted and they die. That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens.
Yeah, at this point, Vaughn, I'm getting ready for work here. If you see me cutting in and out, but at this point, Vaughn, it's the 11th hour with the kids at least. And once the kids are gone, am I correct in saying this? I don't even want to say it, but once the kids are gone, your chances of getting the money go up or go down. I can't remember.
What's that now?
Your chance, once the kids are gone, right? Your chances of getting the money goes away, doesn't it?
Yes. That's what they claim anyway. I can fight that in court, but they claim it does. Yeah.
Well, that sucks. I mean, you need that money.
Well, see, then, well, in that case, then I file for hardship and cruel and unusual punishment. And
can you get welfare? I mean, or
welfare's not going to give you a check. You got to be a Latino or a Negro.
Money, right?
Then you get a big check.
The other day that they give Mexicans $1,500 or something.
$1,500, yeah.
$1,500
every month. Every month, these illegal.
You gotta be a Latino or a Negro, folks, or an illegal Mexican, which is kind of Latino, I guess.
Coming, they get a $1,500
illegal Latino
check, money, real money, $1,500 a month.
What about changing your last name to Heltino?
Well, I was thinking about changing my last name to Rodriguez. I was going to change my name to Arturo Rodriguez, and I can't speak a lick of English. No, I cannot. I cannot speak English. Please give me my check, please. But no. But seriously, that rumor about foreigners getting money, it's true. It's 100% true. Border Patrol verified that shit. They get $1,500 a month, cash. And in addition to that, they'll help them with housing and everything else. I wish somebody give me a break like that. Nobody give me a break like that. 10 splats.
Coming from a man who hasn't paid rent since Ronald Reagan was president, folks, who literally lives off EBT and whatever money people have left. Obama raised his children for the first 7 years. I'm just saying, nobody's giving Vonhelton a break as he sits in a trailer that he doesn't pay for. Okay.
Holy shit. We got 20 people watching and we got 10 splats.
Losers out there. Yeah.
That's just sad. That's just sad.
I don't even know.
To answer your question, Bumette, no, we see the chat. I am watching the chat. I am still watching the chat. All right.
Well, guys, I hate to do it, but I've got to scat, okay?
All right. Have a good day at work.
Take it easy.
Yeah, listen, y'all have a good day, but Vaughn, try and have a little bit of fight left in you. I know you got some. I know I sound like a broken record, but I would be at that hearing at least. I'd say this guy didn't do a goddamn thing for me, and I'd play this video where you're on the phone with him and you go into, not a rage, but you're definitely pissed after he disses you and says he calls you a conspiracy theorist.
Well, yeah, he did. He called me a conspiracy theorist.
The attorney is supposed to listen to you no matter fucking what. He
They
did
don't
not
care.
do that.
They don't.
He
How many
basically just
times I
called
gotta
you a
say it? They
nutter.
don't fucking care, dude.
He
They do
basically,
not
Vaughn,
fucking care.
just you and I know, he just called you a nutter. I get tired of being called a conspiracy
He
theorist.
is not paid by me. He can call me anything he wants. He's not paid by me.
Well,
The
hold
only
on.
time he can't listen, this is important. The only time he can diss his client is if the client is paying him. I'm not his client. Clay County is his client.
You need to, like
He
I
can
said,
call me whatever he fucking wants. He can call me a goddamn mass murderer, and there's not a damn thing I can do about it. Because
Well,
I'm not paying his salary. Clay County
if you
is.
lose the kids, Vaughn, I would stand there in court right to his face in front of the judge and tell him off and say, you were a shitty lawyer. You did nothing for me. Fuck you.
That's the whole point. We're not in court to get the kids back. How many times I got to say this?
Well, we keep them from getting adopted.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This September, there is no chance to get them back. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well,
this September, when we go to court, there's no chance to get them back. All we're going to court in September is to do the finalization of getting them adopted. That's it.
But
there is no way to get them back. There's nobody going to try to fight to get the kids back. And if that lawyer is telling the truth, and this document will not let me have my kids, I'm fucked.
Well, Vaughn, here's what has me confused. I swear earlier you said that you have a chance of getting the kids back tomorrow or something.
I thought I did, but the lawyer says I ain't got a prayer to get them back. The lawyer I talked to on the phone said this doesn't matter worth a shit.
Yeah.
That this will not get me my kids back. And I told him, I said, this right here says I'll not be alienated from my children. He says it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I won't be getting the kids back. All right. So now remember, John, when I said they already had this shit figured out before you go into court? There you go. There's proof right there. There's proof right there. I'm not going to get my kids back. We're going in September. He's going to tell me what he's going to do with them, and that's the end of it. There's no chance to get them back. Now I could try.
I got to go. I'm going to watch from afar. Okay, I'm going to watch.
If I don't get them back tomorrow, then they're never coming back.
So have a good day.
I tell you, I want you trolls to listen to me. If I don't get my kids, my kids get adopted out, trolls, you'll wish to God you were never born. I swear to God, because I'll sue the fuck out of you and throw you in the slammer for 32 counts of child abuse, and there won't be nothing you can say or do about it because I got your own fucking comments. What of you sitting there? Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I called CPS, and they'll hold up in court. I guarantee. I guarantee they'll hold up in court. So keep it in mind, trolls. Keep that shit in mind.
I'm just afraid that your kids got the COVID shot and they're going to die, man. The clot shots, those COVID killers.
If they got the clot shot, they're dead. You saw what happened to them last week.
I'm just fucking pissed off, man. I hope they didn't get the fucking shot, man.
They probably did. Andrea, listen at me. My lives. Isn't that right, Mr. Posner? Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. But I guarantee you, Mr. Posner, I will sue the fuck out of you for billions. And then I'll throw your ass in prison. No one goes online thinking that online communication is going to be a cozy family experience. Well, I can understand. I understand that. If
anyone starts a nuclear war, it would be the American government. But if they do, Russia will destroy the whole world thanks to the actions of NATO. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
No, that's what the Biden administration is doing.
The more NATO states, they're trying to push Russia into the corner. They're trying to make their World War III happen. Yeah, that's for sure. Vaughn, what do you want to do? We're moving up to the 2-hour mark. You want to keep going, or you want to?
We still got a half.
You're all right for the day?
2 hours. I'm all right. We'll see what happens at 2. We're only at 1:30, 1:38. We got.
So you want to? Yeah, you want to? All right, we'll keep going then. Fuck it.
It's up to you. Well, I'm obviously I'm not tired now. I'm wide awake now because I'm all pin up with anger and shit.
I thought you would be tuckered out by now, ranting and raving like that. But okay.
Oh fuck no, I can go for days rant on a day long rant.
You can
Yeah,
fuck for days, huh, bud? Oh yeah.
I can. Oh, I can. I can go for days, man. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I can do it. I could do it. I definitely can do it.
All right, sounds good to me, man.
But yeah, if I understand, because that lawyer told me over the phone, he said basically this is a piece of shit I've got in my hands, and that it won't do a damn thing about getting the kids back. I'm like, well, fuck me, then there's nothing that can be done. There's no way to get them back. I mean, asking me stupid questions about how long Andrea's been gone, and was me and the kids fine after she left? No, fuck no. CPS kept coming out stealing the kids. How the fuck are we going to be fine when CPS comes out and steals my goddamn kids? How are we fine? No, we're not fine. It's not fine when the government steals your damn kids. Now, I could see if I was a piece of shit and I was beating these kids or burning them with cigarettes or cutting them with a knife or locking them in a cellar somewhere, that would be one thing. If I was really genuinely abusing these children, it would be a whole different ball of wax. But they love their daddy. I love them. And the only reason we've been separated is because of a bunch of fuckwads on the internet, the frost down the road there, and the fucking people they paid to lie in court. And that's the only fucking reason. That's the only fucking reason. That's the only reason. Potty training a puppy is not a crime in the state of fucking Kentucky. No, it is not. And even if you did try and spin it somehow to be child abuse, once the mess was cleaned up, that's the end of it. He did ask me that. I will give the man credit. He did ask me. Said, well, did you clean it up? I said, well, of course I fucking cleaned it up. And he said, well, did you go back and tell him? I said, it didn't do no good. They just changed the chairs on the Titanic. Oh, well, the house is no longer dirty, so now we'll say he has to have a job, and me a fucking cripple. And when I told him, I said, I believe it's cruel and unusual punishment to make a cripple clean his own house. He said, that's civil and criminal. That doesn't apply to family court. I said, fuck me. The law doesn't apply to family court. Well, there you go, boys and girls. The law does not apply to family court, apparently. That's what he said. That doesn't apply. Cruel and unusual punishment, terroristic threatening, fucking, what is that? Criminal trespass. None of that apparently applies in family court. Family court's above the law, just like CPS is above the law, just like everybody else is above the law. Everybody's above the law. Nobody has to be held accountable for the shit they've done to my family. Oh, fuck no, because we're all perfect little fucking angels. Buddy, I tell you, I ain't never seen a beat in my life, man. I ain't never seen a beat. I don't understand, buddy. But like I said, maybe that's the whole plan of the gods. Let the kids get adopted out, and then the gods just wipe Clay County off the fucking map. Well, Vaughn, what if they take you with it? I don't give a flying fuck. As long as my enemies are dead, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm totally cool with that. As long as all my enemies are dead too, I don't care. I'm okay. You keep forgetting. I believe in reincarnation.
Who the fuck am I going to talk to then?
I believe in reincarnation. Remember, I'm coming back. I'm just going to come back. These other fuckers are the ones that might have to stay. I'm coming back. They kill me, I'll just be right back again. I'm the little engine that could, man. I got fucking energy to spare. I keep coming back until whatever it is the gods want me to do is done. Period. End of story. And if that means dying and coming back again in another fucking body, then so be it. I'm okay with that. Hell, I've already done it like 20 fucking times. So I got no problem. I've got no fucking problem with that shit at all. But that may be the plan of the gods, let the kids get adopted out, and then the gods just fucking waste Clay County. They just fucking make it a greasy spot on the map. I don't know. Maybe that's their plan. I don't know. I'm not a deity. I can't tell you what they think, and they haven't imparted every minute detail. But they did say that if something happened to my kids and they weren't given back to me, that the rivers would run red with blood. So now, whatever that means is what it means. I don't know what it means. You don't know what it means. Only the gods know what that means. But I would assume it's some kind of scorched earth policy. That would be my guess. But I don't know. What does America care about the internal politics of countries? Of course, Russia also interferes in politics of some countries, but not by such methods as the United States does. All right, understand. Okay, first of all, let me correct you. Okay. The Biden regime does not represent the bulk of the United States of America, nor does it represent the country at large. The Biden regime is a rogue estate. They are a rogue entity. They are not following the Constitution of the United States. They are not following the bulk of the will of the people. Okay? So stop calling it the United States. Call it the Biden regime, because that's who this is. That's who this is. Okay? The United States isn't doing fuck all. All right? The United States is not hurting anyone. The American people are not hurting anyone. All right? Who is doing the hurting is the Biden regime. That's who's doing the hurting. The Biden regime is not following the Constitution of the United States. The Biden regime is not following the will of the majority of the American people. Okay, the Biden regime is a rogue element acting on its own. Okay, so stop saying the United States, because that's not accurate. It's not the United States. The United States is not the enemy of Russia. The American people are not the enemy of Russia. The enemy of Russia is a rogue entity known as the Biden regime that has seized control of America illegally and has yet to be removed. Okay? So let's get that straight. But America does not hate Russia. The American people, by and large, do not hate Russia. Yeah, there's a few idiots out there. Oh, Russia sucks. Well, the majority of people really don't care. The majority of Americans just want to be left the fuck alone, if you really want to know the truth. Okay? So no, it is not the United States. So I have to correct you. It is the Biden regime that is doing this shit, not America and not the American people. Okay? So just a little clarification there, all right? I'm not downing you, not dogging you, just trying to get us all on the same page, all right? But it's the Biden regime, not America. Yeah, well, like I said, the Biden regime is the ones that did the January 6th Capitol thing. And they are a rogue entity. Like I said, they are not following the Constitution. The Constitution of the United States grants people freedom. Okay, they can go where they want to go. The fact that Nancy Pelosi, part of the Biden regime, locked the doors is point number one, and then barricaded the hallways, point number two, and then had everyone arrested, point number three, and then actually some people were even killed. Okay, so no, like I said, the Biden regime is who is orchestrating this mess and has been for 2 years now. Okay, but they do not represent the bulk of the American people. They do not represent the Constitution of the United States, which is the supreme law of the land. All right.
I need G-Man. Someone get a hold of G-Man now.
The Mudbrooker donated $5 through Super Chat. If I were a god, I would reincarnate Vaughn as Jerry and force him to be raised by Vaughn without CPS to save him.
Oh, wouldn't that be something? Thanks a lot.
Is there anything I can do about what, Nice? About the kids? No, there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about the kids. The kids are gone. Like I said, when we go to court in September, it's not to get the kids back. It's to see how the judge is going to farm them out and shit. That's all that's about. There is no recovering the kids at this point. Now, tomorrow I go to family court, but I don't have an attorney because Jenna recused herself. And so I don't know. We'll have to see. Hopefully, I can maybe, now the lawyer says that this document is a piece of shit and that I can't use this to get the kids back. So I'm fucked. I not only don't get my kids back, but I won't get the money enclosed in this document. And the Frost will get the property because I can't live on $250 a month. I can't live on that. I can't. I'll die. You can't live on $250 a month. No way. And then now they got the fucking food stamp office to only give me $250 a month food stamps. Okay, well that's $500 a month. Can you live on $500 a month? No, no way. It's not gonna happen. So I'm fucked. I'm gonna lose everything I've got, all because of a bunch of fuckwads on the internet. And so I guess that's just the will of the gods, you know. I lose my kids, I lose my property, I end up out on the street, and then the gods just kill everyone, probably even me. But if that's what it takes to get the job done, then that's what it takes. I don't really give a fuck anymore. I don't care anymore. Just like Phil Collins used to sing on that song of his. I don't care anymore. I don't care what you say. You know, because I don't give a fuck. But as long as the trolls are dead, the frosts are dead, and everybody involved with destruction of my family is dead, I don't give a fuck. If they take my life too, that's fine. If they'd have took my life and floated my goddamn trailer down the creek, I wouldn't have cared, as long as all the frosts were dead and all the trolls were dead and everybody else was dead that had anything to do with my family. I wouldn't have cared a bit. Not one bit. Wouldn't have bothered me one iota. Not one iota. But we'll see what the gods have in mind. I'll show up for court tomorrow and see what happens. That lawyer did ask about Jenna recusing herself, and I said, well, she was running for office, so that's probably why. I don't know why she recused herself, and it ain't none of my damn business, to be frank and honest about it. I'm not a fucking YouTube troll. I don't pry into other people's business, so it don't fucking matter.
I'm still here. I'm just making something to eat real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead. Do you think that Biden decides something
I need
in the
Jimmy
USA?
and someone get a hold of Jimmy now.
Sorry Wilson donated $5 through Super Chat. At this point I'm pretty convinced that the gods that Vaughn serves are those fucked up Lovecraft gods.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Well, no, Biden is a puppet. Biden is being controlled by Barack Obama, whose real name is Barry Soetoro. And he's not an American. He's a Kenyan who lived in Indonesia most of his life. Now, he was here in the States for a few years as an infant, and then his mom hopped a plane and went to Indonesia. Well, according to the law, that's not long enough to be an American citizen. Okay, so no, he is a Kenyan, and he was born in Kenya anyway. And we now have that from his own brother. His own brother confirmed that he was indeed born in Kenya. So Barack Obama, aka Barry Soetoro, is not an American. He was a CIA asset for a number of years. I don't know if he still is. Don't really give a fuck. But he's not an American, and so therefore, Barack Obama should be stripped of his SS, his Secret Service. Not his Social Security. Well, he should be stripped of his Social Security too. Both SSs, Secret Service and Social Security. He should have all of his property and profits seized. All of his assets should be seized, in fact. And he should be returned to Kenya, where he came from. That's what should happen. Now, will that happen? No, because we lived in a corrupt society. If we lived in a good society, Barack Obama wouldn't even have gotten to where he was. He would have been outed as illegal, and he would have been sent back to either Indonesia or Kenya. But that didn't happen, and he was president for 2 years, thanks to the Democrat Party, who we now know is the actual Communist Party in the United States. We found that out the hard way, didn't we? So yeah. Didn't Obama graduate from an American university? He went to school, but I don't know if he actually got a degree or not. I have no idea. Supposedly he went to Occidental College, which up until Barack Obama ran for office, I didn't even know what the fuck Occidental College was. I didn't even have a clue. So, you know. Deep, 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 deep. I know many people that base their life's decisions on secondhand information. They do it all the time. They rarely question their own assumptions. They rarely change their mind. And most of their proof is based on something that they had heard from an unreliable source. And even then, it's just theories. Yeah, that's about right, Miser. About right. Vaughn, did you see 30 Days of Night, my favorite vampire movie? No, I did not. When I saw Twilight so turned me off of vampire movies, I never watched another one. Twilight was such a joke and such an insult that I just, it burned me out, man. It just burned me out, Darren cannot legally adopt my children. He's a criminal. Criminals cannot legally adopt. No, they cannot. Darren can wish in one hand and shit in the other. He's a convicted criminal. In fact, he's a convicted criminal several times over. So no, he cannot adopt an old setting hen, let alone my children. That's not legal. Stop listening to internet terrorists, please. Stop listening to internet terrorists. Are you afraid of your kids getting wrapped up in Pizzagate? Hey, dummy, what do you think happens when kids get adopted out? Do you think they live a life of happiness after that? You need to have a talk with my friend Brett Keane if you do. Now, will they get caught up in all this sex trafficking and shit? I don't know. Maybe. That's out of my hands now, isn't it? It's out of my hands, right? There's nothing I can do. And the gods literally have hamstrung me and prevented me from using magic or using anything to defend myself. I'm literally hamstrung. So I don't know. Maybe the gods want scorched earth. They want to destroy Clay County. And see, we don't know. Clay County may have done this to other people's families. Clay County may have done this to other people's kids. We don't know. The gods do. We don't. And the gods may have just said, okay, Vonhelton's family is the last family they're ever going to do this shit to. We're going to let the kids get adopted out. Then the second kids get adopted out, whammo. Clay County will no longer exist. It'll literally be gone. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not a god, right? I'm not a god, and they ain't told me. So, what's my next move? Well, I'm going to go to court tomorrow, and I'm going to see if this lawyer was telling the truth and that I can't get my kids back. But I'm going to try and submit this into the court record anyway, because this document says that I shall not be alienated from my children or my children's income. That's what it says, and it's pretty plain. But now that lawyer I talked to on the phone says, "Oh yeah, you can't get your kids back with this here document." I'm like, well. Okay. Well, if I can't get my kids back, then I ain't gonna have a property, because you can't live on $250 a month. You can't live on it. You cannot live on $250 a month. Well, I'm sorry, but it's out of my hands. I mean, am I going to tell the gods what to do? Fuck no. I can't tell the gods what to do. Are you crazy? Yes, I have the ear. I have their ear, and sometimes they even agree with me. But I still can't tell the gods what to do. I don't have that kind of power, and I don't have that kind of ability or that right to do. Speaking of rights, here, you know what I find funny though? Here's what I find funny. In the 15 years that this bullshit has been going on, not one person ever thought to ask the kids what they want. Not one. Not one person has ever said, hey, kids, Do you want to be with your old man, or do you want to be with another family? What do you guys want? Yeah, have you noticed that? Not one fucking time has anyone ever said, "Hey kids, what do you want?" Never. Hi, Mental 0312, whoever you are. Maybe a YouTube troll, maybe not. Okay, listen, Harry Poon 12, listen to me. Okay, listen to me very good. I live in Kentucky. I don't live in New York or Illinois or Florida or Texas or California. I live in Kentucky. There are no homeless shelters here. Okay? There are no homeless shelters here. And nobody is going to give me housing. No one. It's not going to happen. Okay, that's just the reality. My whole life has been screwed by a bunch of fucking trolls. My family destroyed, my wife driven insane, my kids stolen, all my money stolen, my home and property stolen by a bunch of fuckwads on the internet because Clay County listened to them. Now, I do have a recourse. I can sue the fuck out of the governor of the state of Kentucky for $15 billion, and then I can live a normal life. The problem is that I can't afford an attorney. I can't afford an attorney. I ain't got no money. See, that's been my problem the whole time. See, that's another thing that people keep glossing over. All this time, all 15 years, I've never had the money to afford an attorney. Okay? Because I've either had to spend the money paying bills, or I've had to spend the money running all over the state of Kentucky. All right? So I've never had enough money to afford a $10,000 lawyer. But if I had known now what I knew back then when I first got started, I would have hired a $10,000 lawyer and I would have stopped this shit. But see, hindsight's always 20/20, isn't it? If I'd known them what I know now, none of this shit would be happening because I'd have hired a high-powered lawyer with my daddy's inheritance. I'd have had all the property put in my name. I'd have had, the will adjusted.
Someone get a hold of
Mom would have still been lucid. She wouldn't have been doped up on drugs.
Vonhelton's Gods donated $5
See, everything would have
through
been
Super
different.
Chat. Holy
But see,
shit.
hindsight's
We were
always
just fucking with
20/20.
him at first,
I didn't know
but now this
back
idiot is
then what I
actually
know
believing
now.
what we tell him. Ha
See.
ha ha. We're your actual trolls, Vaughn. Well, I can see what I can do, Bumette. I can tell you though, honestly, and I'm not saying this to be funny. I'm being serious. Really, without you being here in the States, it would be hard for me to be of any help to you. And I'm not saying.
Sorry if I missed that super chat or whatever it was, super chat that went through from Vonhelton's Gods. Holy shit. We were just fucking with him at first, but now this idiot is actually believing that what we will tell him. Ha ha ha. We're your actual trolls, Vaughn. Vaughn's Gods. That's right from the gods, folks. Thank you very much.
That to be funny. I'm not saying that to be facetious in any way. I just, without you being here in the States, there's really not a whole lot I can do to help you. I may not even survive this. Okay. I may either be taken out by the gods if they do scorched earth, or I'll just fucking starve to death. I mean, think about it. When I ain't got no place to live, how am I going to cook food? How am I going to eat, period? Oh, wait, you can't. You can't. So it isn't going to matter if I got food stamps now, is it? No, fuck no. It ain't going to matter. Well, there you got $2.50 food stamps a month. It ain't going to matter if you ain't got no place to cook it, dummy. But now the gods promised me. This was a promise. You will see the destruction of your enemies. So maybe that is scorched earth. Maybe the gods are like, okay, that's it. Fuck it. The Clay County has done enough, and they just waste everyone and everything. Level the whole goddamn place. I don't know. I have no idea what's in store, nor do I care. I really don't care at this point, because it's abundantly clear that they fought. Listen, I tried 5 times to save my marriage, guys. 5 fucking times I tried to save my marriage. And what did I get? I got grief from CPS, the Frosts, and the fucking trolls on the internet. But I tried 5 times to save my marriage. I'm on record doing that shit. So ain't nobody can say one fucking word to me. Not one word. Not one word. So there's that. But yeah, like I said, it may very well be that the gods want the kids to be adopted out so that they'll then have an excuse to just flatten Clay County as flat as a fucking pancake. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is, and they ain't told me. So we'll see. One thing I do know is that I can't do shit. I'm hamstrung. I can't use magic. And I did try a little bit of magic just to test them. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So no magic. Can't use any type of legal services because I ain't got no fucking money. The court-appointed attorneys, they work for Clay County. They don't work for me, so they're going to do whatever Clay County tells them to do. So, Nice says, Gashilla, let Vaughn move in with you. He can kick in some help around your house and help with the bills.
Sorry Wilson donated $5 through Super Chat. You will see the destruction of your enemy. It's a damn shame he's a vampire. He can't see the destruction of himself in the mirror.
Yep.
'Cause I'm like a stuffed turkey for Thanksgiving. Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
Mr. Unite for the Chillwind has just donated $2 through Super Chat. He is without sin, folks. Without sin.
Folks, thank you very much. Yeah, Vaughn's mirrors must be made of lead because he can't see the nose in front of his face.
Dude, you don't understand. I left New York because I couldn't afford to live there. And I was making
now.
R. Azrael donated $5 through Super Chat. I final get it. Vaughn will see the destruction of his enemies, which is himself.
You got it. We're all on the same page, folks. Thank you very much.
making good money as a DJ. I was making real good money as a DJ, and I couldn't afford to live there. Now, granted, supposedly John's way up north, and it's a little bit more reasonable up there. But see, the winters are going to be absolute hell in northern New York. Hell, the poor old Buffalo, New York, is in the middle of New York, and they catch hell every year. So I could just imagine what it's like up north where John is. See, I couldn't live through that. I can't handle cold weather.
Well, it actually doesn't get super cold, but there is a snow belt that goes through New York State. Buffalo, I think, is part of that. So they get crazy amounts of snow in one part of New York. They get more than I get here, actually.
What DJ equipment? No, not that kind of DJ. I'm talking about a real DJ where you walk into a studio and you sit down at a panel and a radio station and a real radio station. Okay, I'm not talking about these guys that have a synthesizer and a record player and they go running around. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a real radio station sitting down in front of a real soundboard and potting things up and down and putting in carts and taking out carts and playing CDs and DVDs and that sort of thing. Talking about a real fucking DJ.
Well, that would be probably more an engineer, Vaughn, because DJ's top.
Greyhound will take you anywhere in the continental U.S. for $99. What part of I don't have any money is lost on you? I don't have any money. And $250 a month is not enough to live on. When are you going to fucking get that? And the kids are getting adopted out, which means they don't get shit, which means the Frosts are going to walk into court. They're going to say Vaughn has no means to support himself. The kids have been adopted out. Give us the fucking property. And Judge Henrietta Bailey Lewis is going to give James Arnold Frost my property. Guaranteed. Or they'll sell the property out from underneath me, and then he runs down to the sheriff's office and buys it back at auction for pennies on the dollar. And then the kids definitely ain't getting it then. There's no way they're getting shit then. But either way, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm obviously not going to get my property. I'm not going to get my kids back. It's over. It's fucking over. And it could very well be the fact that, the gods want it to be over so that they could just waste all these motherfuckers and get this shit over and done with. And then I just come back in another body with a different name, different life, and start all over again doing whatever it is the gods will me to do. Because even if I'm taken out, the gods aren't done with me. They've made that abundantly clear. I have a great and glorious life that will benefit all of mankind. A great and glorious future, excuse me. I have a great and glorious future that will benefit all of mankind. That doesn't necessarily mean in this life. It could mean in my next incarnation. It doesn't necessarily have to be in this life. And see, for a long time, I didn't understand that, but I understand that now, particularly as things get close to the edge and I get close to death, because there's no way I can survive on 250 food stamps and $250 a month. I've already died almost five times. So, what's one more time? And the judge is not going to award me any monetary gain. No way. The Judge Henry Bailey Lewis has had, a year now to give me the $20,000 that Larry owed me in back rent. She still ain't paid me. Ain't going to. I guess. I have to assume that. Now we're going to go to court, maybe go to court in September in district court. Hopefully that will avail us of something. I don't know. I doubt it, because good old Stivers will just come in there and kick the can down there. Oh, Bonnie.
MOE donated $2 through Super Chat. Ballet fraud is worse than Tango and Foxtrot fraud.
That's right. Thank you very much. Very informative.
Dead yet. Kick the can down the road another month. We're waiting for Vaughn to die. Literally. They're literally waiting for me to die. That's got to be it. I mean, what else is there? I mean, excuse after excuse after excuse. Kick the can down the road. Kick the can down the road. Kick the can. Just like over in family court. Kick the can down the road. But see, now family court was kicking the can down the road every 3 months. Whereas in district court, they're kicking the can down the road only once a month. I don't know if that's better or worse, but that's how they're doing it. Do I have any food now? Not much. I've got some fish in there that I've cooked. I'm going to go eat it tonight, and then I'm going to go and get some TV dinners tomorrow. But aside from that, no. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll see how, like I said, maybe the gods want it to be this way. And if they do, praise be the gods. Because all I got to do is come back in another incarnation, guys. All I got to do is come back. All I can see is your, I was going to say all I see is the top of your head. But yeah, that's better. It's all blurry, dude. I can't see shit.
You can't see it? Let's go, Brandon.
It's all blurry, dude. I can't see shit.
That's all right.
Yeah, well, it tried to clean up, but it's having some trouble. Let's see here. They have local food banks. Maybe. I don't know that much about local food banks, but where am I going to store the food? Oh, wait. I ain't got no way to store the food. Yeah, see, you got to think, man. You're not thinking. If I get a bunch of food, where the fuck am I going to put it? There's no homeless shelters here, and there's no way I can get any kind of housing here. So you got to think ahead, man. Where would I put all that food? Well, there's no place to put the food. I got no place to live. Do you think these fucking trolls care that they've destroyed someone's entire life? No, because I've got them on audio file saying that very thing, that they're going to destroy my entire fucking life. They had them a little powwow on Skype, how they was going to destroy my finances, my family, and everything. And wow, look, they did exactly that. And they got Clay County to do it for them. Like I said, I may try to sue the governor of the state of Kentucky. If I can do that, if I can get through that, because I can do that pro bono, or pro C. I can do that pro C. Gashila cannot help me. Gashila is lucky to be doing what he's doing. I mean, he's got a rich father-in-law, and even the rich father-in-law won't help him, apparently. So he's struggling to get by too. But that's okay. It's all right. The gods know and see all, and the gods will repay. That's how you got to look at it. You have to look at things like that. All right. You have to look at things like that. No, Solar's not going to do shit. Solar bought a bag of dog food, but once that bag of dog food's gone, that's the end of it. See, my bills are $350 a month, but this stupid ass, fake ass, goddamn will only gives me $250 a month, which means I'm $100 in the red every month. You get it? Right now, I owe the bank thousands of dollars, and I owe my cable company several $100, almost $1,000. Okay. I got that backwards. I owe the cable company over $1,000, and I owe the bank several $100. But anyway, the point is made. I owe about $2,000 just to get caught back up, because every month I'm behind $100. You get it? You understand? I owe $300 a month in bills, and I only get
just donated $2 through Super Chat. Vaughn needs to start watching Les Stroud Survivor Man.
Yeah, well, that's a funny thing. He used to brag himself quite the prepper back in the day, yet I've never seen one video of him hunting or fishing or learning how to build a shelter, because you'd think that Vaughn, with all surrounded with all that wildlife, he could just go out and hunt. Doesn't even need a gun, folks, Rambo style.
$250 a month to pay the bills. Okay, $350 minus $250 is $100.
I have here some Russian vodka, some Russian standard vodka.
Yes, you do.
Russian standard.
Russian standard.
Only the best. So we have a couple of Russians out there watching us. It seems like we're popular, Vaughn, in Russia. Believe it or not, we're popular in Russia.
Yeah, because right now, you want to know something? I'm going to Google that. I'm going to see if Russia has CPS. I'm going to Google it right now. We're going to pull up Bill O'Reilly and we're going to do it live.
Mother Russia, to the Russians out there, Mother Russia, to Putin. Putin, if you're listening, we need help, Putin. So I'm going to take a shot. We're going to do a shot together. L'chaim, l'chaim, only good things. Salute. We're gonna pray that Vaughn wins big tomorrow. It's going to be a big, huge win tomorrow for Vaughn. And it's going to be a huge win for Putin. Putin's going to win the special operations mission in Ukraine is going to be successful. He's going to kick out the globalists. He's going to do whatever he needs to do. He's going to reclaim the lands from Mother Russia, and Vaughn's going to get his kids back. And you know what? Maybe even a cherry on top. I'll get something good in my life. My life has been kind of a little depressing lately. I've been kind of a little depressed. I was actually thinking about putting a gun to my head yesterday. So let's say a blessing. Only good things.
Well, it sounds like it's going great with the wife that's never home, J-Dubs. It's going so good. He was ready to put a gun to his head yesterday. Wow.
Only good things for Vaughn. Only things for everyone. Okay, l'chaim, l'chaim. Let us all say amen.
Amen. I hope it actually happens this time.
I'm praying. We're praying. We're doing everything we can, Vaughn.
Yeah, I know.
We're bringing out the big guns. We're calling in Mother Russia, man. We're calling in Putin. If Putin can't help us, then who can?
Yeah, it would be nice if Putin could help us.
Oh, man.
Wow. Listen to Russia. You ready for this? I'm going to read this right off the fucking page. You ready for this shit? Listen to this. This is a law. This is a law. Hey, CPS. Hey, Clay County. Listen to what law they have in Russia concerning children. You ready for this one? Here we go, boys and girls. Listen at this shit. This is law in Russia. Every child shall have the right to live and to be brought up in a family insofar as it is possible, the right to know his parents, the right to enjoy their care, his parents' meaning his parents' care, and the right to live with them, with the exception of cases when this is contrary to his or her interests.
Oh.
So literally the child comes.
So just like Kentucky, right? Because you admitted yourself on it has to be so outrageous, so apprehensible, so detrimental to the child's well-being before they can remove them. Yet here we are. So Vaughn, yes, even if you lived in Russia, which it's funny that Vaughn is Mr. Pro-Russia nowadays, but anyways, that's another story. Yes, you would have your kids taken away in Russia and you'd be probably thrown in a labor camp.
Comes first. And so if you ask the child, do you want to live with your parents? And the child says, we want to go be with our daddy. That is the end of it. There is no more, because this law says that that's what's to happen. You don't get to sit there and stay in court. Oh, well, the kids want to go home and be with their daddy, but so fucking what? We're going to keep you in foster care for an additional fucking year anyway. Because in Russia, now that is from Russia. That is their law. That is a law in Russia. I just read it verbatim. Let me read it again. Every child shall have the right to live and be brought up in a family insofar as it is possible, the right to know his parents, the right to enjoy their care, not foster care, their care, and the right to live with them, with the exception of cases when this is contrary to his or her interests.
Except for in cases where it's contrary to his or her interests. Like starving or being locked in the room or going to school actually stinking so bad that they believe the state should be. Like, how bad do you have to stink, folks? How dirty do you have to be before the government's like, we got to step in? Just think about that for a second.
Okay, so everything is focused on the child. And if the child says they want to be with their parents, then by the gods, Russia puts them with their parents. They don't keep them another year just for shits and giggles. You keep them another year so that they could charge me child support. I mean, let's be honest. Why have my kids been kept for 3 years? Oh, so that they could charge me child support. No other reason. And where did they get the idea of charging me child support? From the fucking internet terrorists. That's where they got it from. That's exactly where they got it from. But that's an actual law in Russia. I'm reading it right there. Verbatim. It's from
automatic ban. Anyone who calls me that name is an automatic ban. We know that, you know the situation by now. Everyone, I don't have to fucking keep saying
everyone by now should know that he does not like that name and that no one is to be calling him that name by now. It should be used for information purposes only, and appropriate legal advice should be sought as or when appropriate. Well, he says that to cover his ass, obviously. But this is real law from Russia. Okay, here's the fucking link. I'll put the link in the private chat, John. See, everything is the child. The child's right to do this. The child's right to do that. The child.
Yeah, he doesn't like to be called J-Dubs.
Well, think about the special...
Even though that's a name he gave himself for years. That was the Christian him. He's the Jewish/Muslim. He's a confused Jewish Muslim these days, folks. And his name's not John Geshala either.
Operations in Ukraine. Why is Putin doing it? Because he knows about the children. He knows about the clot shots. He knows about everything that's going on.
Yeah. There's that link to that Russian site, John.
Okay.
The child, everything is based on the child. The child shall have the right to this. The child shall have the right to that. The child. Everything, a whole damn list. The child.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. Why the fuck can't we have a law? Hey, Rand Paul, you good for nothing piece of shit. Why can't we have a law like this where children are actually protected instead of being farmed out to the highest motherfucking bidder? This is something that you can do, Rand Paul. This is something that your office can do right fucking now. Make a children's bill of rights so that CPS can't come to my house and steal my fucking kids every 5 goddamn minutes. That's something you can do, Rand Paul, but you ain't going to do it, are you? Because your office already told me, oh, we don't do those things. We're not going to get involved. Well, you don't get my vote then this November, do you, Rand? No. You're not going to get my vote this November.
Yeah, Rand Paul isn't as good
You
as his
don't
father
vote.
Ron Paul. I like Ron Paul a little better.
No, Ron Paul skipped town with thousands and thousands of dollars of people's money, so Ron Paul ain't much better. He skipped out,
skipped town
man.
with people's money. What do you mean?
He kept getting all these donations and stuff, promising to pay back, and he never paid back. He skipped town with it. Skipped town with millions. Yeah, he skipped town with millions of dollars. Yeah, he sure fuck did. Yeah, 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 he did. Oh, but this is so
too, I guess, huh?
Yeah, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But check this out. This is just so fucking awesome. The child's right to live and be brought up in a family. The child's right to communicate with his parents and other relatives. The child's right to protection. The child's right to express his opinion. The child's right to a first name, patronymic, and surname. Damn, that's pretty specific. Changing the child's first name and surname, which is an article of the property rights of the property rights of the child. Holy shit! Why can't we have something like that, Ron Paul? Rand Paul? Why can't we have something like that? Why? Your office could do that. Your office could make that happen.
Your children do have rights, Vaughn. That's the whole reason. The state steps in and protects the interests of the children when they have no one else doing it. When you fail as a parent, you are failing to provide the basic necessities and rights so that those children are guaranteed in the country where you live. You couldn't do it, so they step in and protect the rights of the children.
The child. Not the county, not the judge, not even the parents. The child. Everything's geared for what the child wants. Has my children been given what they want? No. Do you think my children want to be away from their daddy for 3 years? No. Do you think my children wanted their mother driven insane by Helen Baker, the head of Clay County CPS? No. Did my children want their mommy arrested for doing absolutely nothing wrong? No. But they sat in the window and watched it happen.
Yep. These trolls have been laughing all the way to the bank, too. They've been making money off of all this, too.
Yeah, because their channels are monetized, which means they've been making money off the suffering of little children. Let that sink in for a minute, you fence sitters. Trolls, Haters, and Naysayers, an online terrorist organization led by Ernie Chrysler, a.k.a. Secular Opinion, who lives in Ottawa, Canada, have been making money ruining people's lives, ruining G-Man's life, Trailer Park Elvis's life, Emo Howling Move's life, my life, and many, many other people that they don't like. They literally made money at the suffering of other people. Let that sink in for a minute. Okay? So when you find a YouTube hate video, whether it be a hate video about me or about G-Man or whoever, flag the fuck out of that thing. Because they're making money. They're monetized. They're making money off that shit. They're literally making money off the pain and suffering of others. And what the fuck is this doing out? I don't remember getting this out. Oh well, whatever. But yeah, they're literally making money off the pain and suffering of others. So keep that in mind. What is my hearing for tomorrow? All tomorrow is they were quick to tell me that I don't even have to appear.
Yeah, because nothing's going on. Anyways, yeah, I know he always says Trailer Park Elvis because he's an idiot. The guy's name is Elvis Travels. He's this weirdo who makes videos from his RV, and that's a whole nother story, that fucking guy. But yeah,
wasn't that nice of him? You don't even have to appear, Vaughn. It's just an assessment. That's all it is. It's an assessment. That's all it is an assessment.
I'm flagging down some of Secular Opinion.
Yeah, you apparently had
showing our video, and in the video it says Trump won the election. Well, according to YouTube, that's
bad speech.
In terms of termination, he needs to be terminated.
See, this is where their own ignorance and it's just silly because we've already went over this. They continually say they got run off YouTube because they're Trump supporters, but they showed why they got a bunch of dings for talking about COVID. And then they finally got dinged because they were restreaming a live broadcast of Trump's rally. And it was actually the media company, a right-wing media company, who paid for the rights to stream that, are the ones that took down their video and gave them a strike. But they still are holding to this belief that simply because they support Trump, that they got kicked off YouTube. The point that I'm featuring one of their videos where it says Trump won the 2020 election, that will not get me kicked from YouTube. That's just fucking asinine. Anyways.
Yeah, that's hate speech. Yeah, that's hate speech. To say that Trump won the 2020 election, that's hate speech.
So I'm going to report that to YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
See, look here. Say, looky here. You want to say hi to the world?
Oh, puppy dog.
Say hi to the world. Say hi to the world. What big ears they got. Isn't their ears huge?
Over the food would be there soon for them.
Huh? Do what? I didn't hear you. What?
Food will be there soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Hey, we're good doggies. We're good doggies. There's only 2 of us left. But we're hanging in there, ain't we? Yes, we are. I gave him a piece of fish today. Hopefully it won't kill him. I swear to God, every time you go on the internet, you can't give the dog that, it'll kill it. Everything you Google. But surely fish won't kill him. I hope. Huh. See, I gave it a piece of fish. I gave its brother a piece of fish, too. Yeah. So it looks like a piece of fish. All right. Anyway.
That's a cute puppy, Vaughn.
Yes, it is. And they would make great pets, man. And they're very loving, very kind, very attentive, very alert. But like I said, nobody gives a fuck, man. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's an assessment, okay?
I'm a middle school and high school teacher for 15 years in California. And
get from. They're getting it from a Cracker Jack box of parents. That means it's brother a piece of fish too. Yeah.
Above their skin color.
It's when you give the government the power over the schools. That's exactly what happens. Anyway, like I was saying, the assessment for what? It was interesting. Here's your takeaway from it, Hard Truth. I was told I didn't have to attend. Okay, you know what that means? That means there's nothing I could do about it. It's just an assessment. It's to assess when they're going to fucking adopt my kids out, I guess. I don't know. But, if they tell you don't have to attend, that means everything's already been done and handled now, doesn't it? Fuck yeah, it does. It's already been done and handled. Because if you don't have to attend, that means they're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, they're going to rape you without you being there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it fucking means.
It means they're going to fucking rape your corpse and you're fucking dead.
Because if it was a normal case, I would be required to be there, right? But they told me, they said, you don't have to attend. You don't have to attend. You don't have to show up. You don't have to do shit. And that's what they told me. So that right there should tell you all you need to know, right? But I'm going to attend anyway. I'm going to be there because I'm going to present this document, irregardless of what that judge said, or God damn it, what that attorney said. I'm going to show this to the judge.
Keep saying fucking judge, Von.
I know. Shit. I don't know why. But anyway, I'm gonna submit this to the judge anyway and see what the judge says about it. He'll probably blow it off like this lawyer did. He may. I don't know. But I'm going to throw it up in his face anyway and see what happens. Maybe he'll actually let me get the kids back, but I doubt it. They're gung ho. See, when they realize that they can get hundreds of thousands of dollars for white children in Kentucky. See, they didn't know that shit apparently until I told them. Because every social worker I talked to, that it don't cost no money to adopt children. I said, are you fucking high?
$80,000, $90,000, $100,000.
Yeah, $100,000. Fuck yeah, $100,000 per kid. But yeah, these social workers. I actually got into an argument with a social worker who got mad at me because I said that the kids would be adopted out to the highest bidder, and she said they don't. Nobody pays for adoption. I said, what planet are you on? They pay thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. These people, I don't know where these people get that shit from. They're getting it from a Cracker Jack box, apparently, because I ain't never heard of that shit. But anyway, now that they know they get hundreds of thousands of dollars for every white kid they sell, they're going to sell it to the highest bidder, obviously, and make shit tons of money. And it's already a done deal. It's already a done deal.
It's already written in the books.
Yeah, yeah, they've already got their minds made up. But I'll try and talk to them in court tomorrow about that anyway and see what happens. Not that anything will, but you never fucking know. What are they?
Man, I wish I could do something, Vaughn. I wish I can fucking adopt the kids or get the kids for you or something.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. How long do you think the court will give you to leave the property? I don't know.
Do you think you have a say in who gets your kids?
No, you don't have no say. What are they actually assessing? The time they need to fucking get the kids adopted out. Duh. That's exactly what they're assessing. If I don't have to appear, then obviously they're just assessing how quickly they can get the kids adopted out.
Someone in the chat said Von's kids are like Newt from Aliens, right? And I just got this flash of them like interviewing one of the girls. Like, when does a horse vagina come out? And they're like, comes out at night mostly.
Because if I don't need to appear, then it has to be something other than giving me the kids back. That's for damn sure, because they don't need me if they're not giving the kids back, right? If there's a chance of getting the kids back, then I have to appear. But if I don't have to appear, which is what they said, then I guess it's just to see how quickly they can get the kids adopted out. Someone called you a dirty name in the outside chat, I guess because you banned them.
They called me a dirty name.
It was that one you banned already. I think it was that one you banned already.
Oh.
Mental 0312.
Yeah. Some loser. Hey, I don't know how many times I'm gonna say you call me. I don't want to be called that name. If you can't respect
Yeah,
me,
yeah. It's been so many years now. You guys should know he don't like being called that name. So no, you're just
so
doing it
you
to get
just
banned.
asking to be banned. If
Well,
you
see
call
that
me
they're
that, you're
doing it.
asking to be banned. That's
Well,
it.
they're doing it on purpose. See that I got banned by John Gashila. They're wearing it like a badge. See, they're wearing it
Yeah.
like a
Oh
badge.
yeah.
What were you saying about the assessment? Why? Sounds like something criminal they're going to try to get away with. What attorney called you, Vaughn, and why? Was he your attorney? Yes and no. He represents me, but he does not defend me, if you get the difference. Okay. Anybody can stand there in court like a bump on a log and do nothing. Okay. Which is exactly what every lawyer I've had has done. They just sat on their ass and did nothing, or they stood there and did nothing. They didn't actually defend me. Okay. Because that was never the plan. See, the plan was never to defend me in the first place. I just got lucky when I got Joe White, because Joe White really did want to defend me in court. He really liked me and wanted to defend me in court. And so we started winning court cases over and over and over again. We kept winning and winning and winning. And well, we can't have that. So Judge Clark retired, and Judge Clark nominated Judge Clint J. Harris, the prosecuting attorney, to replace him. Okay, well, the prosecuting attorney is the attorney that kept losing to me and Joe White. Same guy. Okay, so the fix was in, I guess, huh? And then every attorney I've gotten since Joe, they just stand there. They don't actually defend me or the kids. They just stand there. They're not
Stand there with
interested.
their thumb in their ass, basically, right?
Well, like I said, I told this guy the absolute truth. I told him people were getting paid. I told him that the foster parents testified there was no lice. I told him that the kids testified there was no dirty house, and that they kept the kids anyway. And then they just said, "Oh, well, you gotta fucking get a job now." They just keep coming up with stupid reasons to keep the kids. Why? Because they can get child support out of me that way. Did you record the call? I'm not legally allowed to do that. I wished I was. All these people talking about one party, two party bullshit. Yeah, you try recording someone's call and see what happens to you. Fat Larry tried that shit, and now his ass is going to prison. Yeah, you can't fucking do that, man. You can't record people, okay? That's not lawful. You can't fucking do that shit. I don't give a damn what a bunch of people on the internet say, or a bunch of Hollywood types say. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You record somebody, you're going to jail, okay? Because at minimum, it's invasion of privacy. But see, it's also a violation of federal wiretapping laws. Okay, you can't do that shit, man.
I'm pretty sure Kentucky's one way, and that he had permission to have cameras in there from Ma, because he was looking after her, because her son can't. Folks, you know what? As juicy as this is, we got a little bit more to go, but I think I'm going to save it for tomorrow night. I think I'm going to save this last little bitty. We'll back it up a little bit. I'll pick a timestamp, and we're going to check it out. I think we get the gist for today. Of course, there is more gold, there's more rage, there's more butthurt, a little more tea getting spilt. Sounds like he's getting more into the stuff about the frost at this point. So we'll save that for tomorrow night, 11 p.m., folks. I got a few other little things to catch up on, and this will make a nice little cherry on the Sunday. We can watch the last hour or so of this. But I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. It's been fun, and we'll see. I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's making up shit about tomorrow, but if something happens, I'm sure he'll go live, and maybe we'll have to catch up on that as well. Folks, if you want to join us over on Discord, there's the link. If you want to join us at MeWe, or on MeWe, I should say, the Trolls, Haters, and Naysayers headquarters, that's where it's at. Folks, if you want to support the channel, help drain Lake Ellis, there's the link. If you like some folks swag. Ronnie, I see you in the chat. I hope you guys finally got your mugs. You should have got them like a month ago, but I'm assuming. I haven't heard anything, so I'm assuming you guys got them. I hope that all went smooth. Folks, until tomorrow night, keep your eyes open, your ears to the ground, because we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, this could be the beginning of Vaughn's manifesto here. We don't sound him kind of dark at times, but we'll keep you updated. We'll keep you updated. We'll watch the second half of this. We got some other cool stuff. I got a targeted citizen video where he actually shows the cameras on his property, and he claims that they're there live. We're gonna watch the perps destroying his yard live on camera. We also got a few other little extras that I found interesting. Folks, tomorrow should be a fun show. We'll finish this off. Thank you for joining. Thumbs up.